Speed Gaming 2, hello and welcome to the second game of our Final Four match between xIceblue and the newcomer ArsonHorse. My name is Falconic_FF. I am joined in the booth again by my beautiful wife, Moist Mogwai. How are you?
A little bit better now with those smooth compliments, and I'm pretty excited to see this race tonight after seeing what they had to give last night.
They call me the enforcer of the A-team, but with a line like that, I might just be the smooth talker and take over Will Cleosis' job. Who knows? So what do we have last night? We had xIceblue, we had ArsonHorse. They had a match. What happened? What was the end note there?
It was actually a very close ending. xIceblue got into Toker before ArsonHorse did by about a minute and a half, and he was able to make it all the way through with ArsonHorse wiping on Chaos. So we got to see that big W from xIceblue side.
So xIceblue takes game one of a best of three. He needs one more win to advance to the finals. We've been here for 5 weeks of Swiss. We had a week of play-in races that was done in a single night. We've had a couple of Sweet 16s down to the Elite 8s. We're down to the Final Four. If he gets a win tonight, he moves on to the championship. He's going to play the winner of Edge versus Salty Fry. What's this on our screen, though? What's in their way? Horse classes.
Oh, Double Thief. Which one do you Dan? Do you Dan both? Dan one? Do you Dan none of them?
Well, if you're looking at xIceblue side here, I think the names say it all. I think he's going to go ahead and get rid of both of those. The question is going to be, does he do it early? Does he do it late? We are just about underway here. We're going to find out what we have here for Magic. White Magic Shop, Cure, Wall, A-Ice, and Ruse. Ruse is a nice pickup for that night later on. Fire 3, Quake, Ice 2, Quad X. Fire 3 and Quad X. Really, really good finds there. Quake, not so bad either early.
Yeah, not bad to see at all. I mean, you always wish it'd be easier if you're the one running, but if you're watching, you definitely don't want an easy seed.
Yeah, I think we want to make them work for it here, and you're this close to the championship. You need to prove your mettle. I get the feeling we're going to see that. ArsonHorse jumping straight into the infight here. He is opting to potentially Dan those thieves early. I can't imagine why he's not going straight in with the spells unless he just didn't have the money to pick them up. We might have had some low money starting here.
I believe seeing Arson streams previously, he names his Dan characters Matt, so I think we might be seeing the same thing on Ice and Arson's side as far as danning your characters early.
Well, I don't know who Matt is, but Arson has a grudge with him apparently. So imps with Dark Touch. Not the worst thing in the world to see, but early strats here. We're just trying to get some money, it looks like. We're going to melee here. We're going to try to pull out our best black belt strategies. We are just going to punch these guys to death. ArsonHorse just about done with his first fight. Going to pick up some money here, and we'll see what he does with it.
Yeah, these imps aren't really very scary tonight. I know lately we've been seeing a lot of them that are not fun to encounter, and you'd rather run than even chance fighting them. Looks like neither one of them have gotten their characters down yet, but it looks like xIceblue going back to shop some more.
We've got that fight down under our belt here, and now it's time to spend some of that money. It looks like we're getting the Fire 3 pickup from xIceblue. And keeping right in tow is ArsonHorse picking up his Fire 3. It's time to make our way over to TOF. Or are we going to sit here and grind again, maybe get a save item or two?
Maybe. You see Arson check the armor shop, and now he's checking the save items. It looks like he is going to go ahead and grab one before heading over to lovely Garland tonight.
I think picking up that cabin right there is all we need to know that ArsonHorse is about to make his trek. I wouldn't be surprised if he just keeps on walking. Here he goes. He is making his move. xIceblue, though, one thief down.
He is. Do you think Arson feels a little bit of rush tonight, knowing how quick or how small the gap was last night between him and Ice?
No, I don't think so at all. I think Arson has quickly proven his worth here in his first tournament. One of our newest runners, making his way to the Final Four. I think he has all the confidence in the world, and he knows that he went toe-to-toe last night with one of the best we have in the community here. So I don't think he has any kind of worry whatsoever. Heal Potion, bottom left side of TOF. Not the greatest thing in the world to see, but you're going to buy one of those sooner or later. Soft and a ribbon.
That's our first ribbon of the night. Very, very early on, and I'm sure he's welcoming that.
Yeah, gotta love that early ribbon. Minochi might sell that ribbon, but then again, Minochi's a little bit off.
No, you gotta get snack money for the road trip along if you're on Mono's side.
You gotta get snack money for the road trip. You gotta get snack money for the trip to the snack store. You gotta get snack money for everything. Minochi.
Don't forget to save some for gas.
Yep, save some for gas, but more importantly, get those snacks. So here we go, Fire 3 going off. We're going to take out some zombies here on both sides. ArsonHorse is closing in on finally getting one of his thieves down. Maybe Garland can finish that off for him.
Yeah, we'll see you right here, because here he is jumping on in.
All right, and we've got one Fire 3 in the tank here, ready to go, pumping that out on Garland right now. Low roll on that Fire 3, so it's time to start swinging. Luckily, that fighter's got a wooden hammer here. He's gonna take off.
Gonna use it to the best of his ability, and it pays off. Garland's down.
A little bit. ArsonHorse, first one to get Garland down. Let's see what the king and queen have for us. The king,
Woo!
Floater, and by queen I mean Princess Sarah. Floater from the king, Canoe from Princess Sarah. So just like that, one of my best buddies in Discord, Shylazia, would say, we have a Yetseed.
Yes, indeed. They have everything they need to go to even get their airship right now. They'll probably stop off, get some magic, maybe a couple levels along the way, but we're about to see if they do what they did last night, mirror each other's routes, or they're going a completely different strategy today.
Yep, so you would see this a lot in the Swiss rounds. The Yetseeds were left and right and didn't really offer too much diversity as to where you went. You kind of hit up the incentivized locations and then just made your way around the world. We're seeing that less and less here with the bracket rounds, but yet here we are, Floater and Canoe right off the bat. So really only one place to go. We're going to make our trek all the way down to Elfland. We may potentially stop in Elfland. I wouldn't be surprised if one of them decided not to stop in Elfland and just go straight for the airship. What do you think?
I wouldn't be surprised, especially with these two runners this far in. They know if one person's found the floater and the canoe, the other's not far behind. So you have to take gambles where you can.
Max Plus Fly joining us in chat. Thank you so much for joining us here. What does level 1 magic look like? It's a building at the top of the town. It has a doorway and a white symbol above it. It's right next to the black one. Next question.
But a little bit more specific, we had Fire 3 and Quad X, and I believe Quake there, and then we did see Wall and Cure for white magic, as well as I believe a couple other spells that I wasn't too worried to even remember.
ArsonHorse making his way across the canal here. He's going to get those credits. Do we have any save items? Potentially run into double, triple credits here if we wipe and have to come back?
You know, I didn't see if he grabbed some more. I do believe he went shopping some more, but that might be why he stops in Elfland if he does.
Could be. Hey, ArsonHorse has a character down there. It's not a thief, though. Can't be looking too good for him. I don't think he wanted that red mage to be missing out on levels right now. What about you?
I believe you're right, Falconic. He definitely did not want him down, so we're going to see a pit stop in Elfland here.
Yep, we're going to hit up Elfland here. We're going to get that character up. I would imagine we're also going to take a look and see what we have as far as save items, maybe some cheap tents here. Looks like he's booking it straight for that item shop. And we don't. We have close to $1,200 houses, but we're going to pick up a few cabins, and I don't know, maybe he does check the magic shops, maybe he doesn't. Yeah, he does. Here he goes. So we have A-Light Exit, I saw as quickly as that came and went. Exit was available there, and I believe I saw it in the third slot.
We also saw Bane and Lit 2 there, and second and the third.
I'll take Bane all day, every day. Sleep 2, Ice, couple other black magic spells here. Nothing really jumping out at you yet. We haven't seen the nukes. There's the Fade.
There's the Fade.
There's Life. Did I also see Life 2? Did I see Life 2, and Fade at level 3 white magic? Right. Who won game 1? xIceblue took game 1 last night by the shortest of margins. ArsonHorse was, I think, about maybe 60 to 90 seconds behind him in Topher, but unfortunately took a wipe to Chaos and ended up throwing in the forfeit there. Looking to get his revenge here tonight for sure.
Yeah, Arson is definitely not one to put out, especially with one loss under his belt. You can even just see tonight, he's coming out of the gate, he's ready to go, he's got a clear head, he's making the right moves.
So ArsonHorse is literally on his horse. He's riding all the way over to the desert. We're going to raise that airship with our floater stone and immediately making our way over to Crescent Lake. A smart play. We're going to find out if the vendor items here. We're going to be able to check out some magic. But it looks like he's booking it straight towards those sages. He wants to find out what they're going to give him today. Any ideas? I'm guessing Rod.
I'm going to go with Ruby. I don't want to see them get easy. The ship equally is as bad.
They give the ship. That's a worthless item now that we've got the airship. But one item to cross off your list. Go ahead and move right on. He is in the area. We have not seen Provoka yet. A lot of people usually get the airship. They'll go straight from the airship over to Sarda. But I think if you haven't seen Provoka, I think that's the play you make. And it looks like that's the one he's making right now. ArsonHorse heading over to Provoka. We're going to find out what pick he gives us. xIceblue doing a little bit of shopping. He's going to be making his way over to that to the desert. He's going to be getting his airship here in just a minute. We got a power reset from xIceblue. Let's see what kind of walk we get. About 10, maybe 12 steps there. ArsonHorse locked up a little bit there, a little bit of stutter in that stream, but we're going to find out. Ice 3, Fire 2, Sleep and Fire for the Black Magic level 2. Not the best in the world. I think at this point they were hoping maybe to spot maybe a nuke in the first four levels, maybe give those ninjas something to do if you do keep them alive.
I think you definitely want to see that, but with how forgiving the seed has been already, we don't wish the best this soon for them. We want to see them struggle a little bit and give a show.
Yeah, nothing comes easy. Hopefully this will prove a little bit more challenging than we've seen so far. But we have the Pirates pulled here on ArsonHorse's side, just shy of 9 minutes. xIceblue making his way over. He'll have his airship before the 10-minute mark. Fire 3 going out from the Red Mage. That should be enough to clear out these pirates. And Vicky about to give us an item.
You see Vicky about to give us an item? We still see nobody Dan on Arson's side.
Not yet. The Ruby.
Exactly what I wanted to see from the Sages, so good to know Vicky was hiding.
Oh my god, Vicky, look at that Ruby. Alright, so we have Armor Shop here on ArsonHorse's side. Nothing too crazy. Pretty expensive copper bracelets. Maybe if they were a little bit cheaper, you consider throwing a little bit of money at them. Not much absorbed to them at all, but 1,200, you're not going to touch. Cure 4, sighted at level 6 in the White Magic. We have Warp and Fast at level 6 for the Black Magic. ArsonHorse takes his airship. He's going to go straight over to Matoya. A lot of people don't like making this play if they don't have the crystal. But with loose items in the world, the crystal could be in Matoya's cave. And if you don't check, you'll never know.
Ironically enough, it could. And not to mention, sometimes she holds out on us. She's got very good items to rob.
Yeah, and that's... Grandma's holding out on us sometimes. ArsonHorse, again, making the other play here. Assume at this point he's doing something he doesn't think Ice is going to do. You don't normally check Provoke or Matoya without the crystal, and you don't normally check Cardia Isles without the tail, and yet here he is doing both.
Yeah, I think he might even make the play when he's done here while he's hitting up Sarda to go ahead and see what that Ruby gives him.
Maybe. He's got a Pro Cape and a Pro Ring out of it so far. One island down. He's going to hit up the other two. And where are we going to go from here? So xIceblue taking out some trolls and some zombies. Is he doing a little bit of a pop grind? Is he trying to get his levels up? He is. So a pop grind from xIceblue. We've seen him do this before. He likes to get himself prepared so that the dives into Ice Cave, into ordeals, something along those lines isn't quite as scary here. And he's already got that Dan Thief. There's a good chance that he might, well, Cremate's going to put a quick end to that. I was going to say there's a good chance he keeps one thief alive and just does 3-man strats, but Cremate's going to knock a couple people out here. That Red Mage is about to get a lot of levels out of this. Level 8, level 9, level 10. So 3 levels for that Red Mage. He's going to jump in that airship. ArsonHorse finding out real fast you can't land your airship in a hole. So he's going to go to just the side of it and save. We're going to find out what the last Cardia Isle here has for us. Opal Bracelet.
So that's an Opal Bracelet and a Heal Helmet.
Heal Helmet's pretty good early. I like it.
It's something to give the thieves to do if you really have nothing else to have them use other than be the runners.
Alright, so Zombles with Cremate putting a little bit of a hitch here in xIceblue. He did choose to res that second thief, though. I think he's going to do 3-man strats. I'm pretty sure at this point he would have loved to have seen Nuke or Fast or Temper within those first 4 levels so that the ninja or the thief promotes to the ninja and can do those, but no such luck just yet. So maybe we'll find a good weapon, maybe a katana, maybe the mighty Vorpal, the best sword in the game. Slap that on him, who knows?
These runners could only hope for such a gracing from this. And we do see Arson feeding the Titan. Thank you very much. He is hungry.
Titan's hungry, and so are your fantasy owners, Arson. Thank you so much for paying out for that and getting them that money here. And Aegis Shield pickup. That's nice. Some money. Right, and ArsonHorse going to make his way out, but not before some Grey Wolves step in his way and say, ha. There you go.
That is one noise that they make.
Ice 3 going off. That's going to make quick work out of these Grey Wolves. xIceblue finds his Ruby. Is he going to turn around and turn that in maybe? Get rewarded with that Aegis Shield?
I don't know that he'll do it right away. I mean, I guess we'll find out. They do both have to still visit Sarda, so they might as well, while they're out here with how little of gear they've gotten so far. It would be the smart play. Speaking
of Sarda, Sarda's got our chime. All of a sudden, the Mirage Tower is in play. If one of our runners, such as ArsonHorse, wants to make a little bit of a gamble and give himself a competitive edge, he could go dive those first 2 floors. Now, we don't have Warp or Exit, but that first floor is easily rated. Second floor, not so much, but you could get in and out. Some of these schools might have something to say about that, though, with Glance. 2 of his thieves are stoned. Do you keep them stoned? Stone's better than dead, though.
I would like to see only one of them, but yeah, I think I would probably keep them stoned for a little bit, especially if he's been having problems danning them. But I guess we'll see.
Yeah. So for those of you that don't know, being stoned is just as good as being dead. The experience does get shifted away from that character, any character that's stoned, onto the rest of your guys. But the big difference is that unlike being dead, you can revive somebody that is stoned with anyone just by using a soft. Now you have to do it out of battle, just like life. But it doesn't matter what your class is. Anybody can use stone and can pull them right out of that. So
there he is picking up his fade in life too, and I do believe he did get some softs loose in the world, so he may not have to splurge for them. I know some seeds, they're very expensive, and you don't want to see it.
Can be. xIceblue gets his party back up, and we are back to that pop grind here, while ArsonHorse is going to take a little bit of that money that he found, and he's going to put it to good use. We're going to buy up our spells, get ourselves caught up with the first 4 levels.
I think he just got Exit.
He just bought Exit there. So
and Bane.
ArsonHorse now has a little bit of an option he could do. If he wanted to go do ice right now and just dive it for the key item, he could exit out quickly.
Yeah, he could do that even in Mirage right now. It's just whether or not he wants to dive a dungeon early without being able to complete it. I know a lot of people say friends don't let friends dive Earth Cave without Rod. Well, maybe friends let friends dive Mirage without the cube.
Yeah, and exit on the table also means that all of a sudden, maybe a Marsh Cave dive isn't such a bad idea. Marsh, when you kind of add up all the numbers of how long it takes, all the minutes, it's 3 to 4 minutes tops to check everything and exit your way out. It's really not that far out of the way, and if something lands there, whew.
It's not, I would say it really depends on the encounter table. If you're getting encounter after encounter after encounter, I really wouldn't want to see it, but if you have a pretty lenient encounter table, then maybe you go for it.
Possible. Maximum Barn is in chat. Thank you so much for joining us. He says, why go back to pop knowing these zombies are so deadly? Well, you know, at this point, you're xIceblue. You're a game away from being in the championship. I would think that he doesn't feel stuck with the zombies. The zombies are stuck in there with him. They need to be more afraid of him because he has the ability to take them out. And each and every fight that you get under your belt just gives you more and more XP and more levels, and it makes it easier and easier. So really, if you can survive pop at all, staying there is not such a bad idea. I don't like the idea of staying there for too long. I think maybe I would have been out there a little bit earlier. But then again, xIceblue is playing in the tournament, and I'm sitting here on my butt commentating, so who knows?
With access to the airship, would you really do a pop grind at this point, or would you maybe go and find some XPs, or maybe even some taros at this point?
It depends on the seed, but I honestly don't know that I would do a pop grind without the airship, because that's walking there and back that you have to do. The airship at least makes that trip back a little bit quicker. ArsonHorse, though, 15, 16-minute mark, he makes his way over to the volcano. We're going to do a little bit of a dive, and he's doing exactly what we talked about. He's keeping those thieves stoned right now, and that's going to allow him to split that XP, and at a moment's notice, if he wanted to, you know, perhaps take on carry, he could do so just by using some of those soft potions, and all of a sudden he's got 4 characters, and maybe, like you said, throw the heal helmet on one of them and give him something to do.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely an option for him. I do like that they're stoned and not dead, because it is much easier. You're not wasting charges to get them up, just 2 items.
So ArsonHorse is using a couple of the Fade spells here. I don't mind that. I think with Exit, if he's got any houses whatsoever, go ahead and spend all your spell charges, and then if you're out and you can't make to other chests, exit, use that house, get right back in there. No point in holding on to him if you know you're going to get him right back. xIceblue makes his way back over to Canary. He's got about 10k gold. He is stocking up on some cabins. Is he going to grab some heal potions here as well? Doesn't look like it. He's already at 99. Doesn't need it. Oh, Giant takes out ATST. Doing a little bit of work. We are swinging with a hammer. This does not look good. Slow goes out from the Giant to the Fighter. Fighter not doing any damage whatsoever. 30 going out. He has the ability to run, but he is not doing it. I think we might be looking at a wipe here. Slow goes out again, as if the first one wasn't enough. We've been slowed twice, and we are missing. Mute goes out. Giants not playing around, and they have rub. The Giants rubbed him.
I think these Giants have definitely been getting their gains in at the gym. They weren't having any of ArsonHorse tonight. Ooh. Not at least at this level.
Ooh. You know, I didn't get a chance to interview ArsonHorse before the race, but I bet you if I did and I asked the question, do you feel like getting rubbed by a Giant, he probably would have said, nah, nope, no thanks.
I think that'd be a lot of people's responses.
Okay. Chad, go ahead and put it out there. If you feel like getting rubbed by a Giant, just let us know. I can tell you ArsonHorse is not appreciating that right now. Look who he's fighting. He's fighting some
Oh.
gray ogres, green ogres, some whiz ogres. Not looking good. Fire 3 goes out there. He's going to make quick work of it. Where is xIceblue going? He is checking the Oasis. Does the Oasis vendor have what we're looking for? He does. He's got the original bottle. Vanilla bottle from the Oasis vendor. xIceblue, I think, yeah, now's about the time. Go ahead and check out those corner aisles and then route in guy at the top right. I think he might be onto a play here. We'll see how it works out for him. ArsonHorse, though, continues to dive Volcano. See if he can clear out any of these other chests. Maybe find something beneficial. Maybe a white shirt. Maybe he pulls out a Mazmoon. Maybe he gets really lucky and the Mazmoon has been turned into another Volpo and we can dual wield those. Who knows?
He'll need a little luck here. He's going to continue diving in here and maybe possibly have another wipe. That's going to be just a huge time waste there. Especially with xIceblue already finding the vendor item, having that knowledge.
Mm-hmm. So that one's a little rough. That is the vanilla location to find your vendor item. xIceblue knows exactly what he's doing. Went and checked that right away. Does ArsonHorse know that there's I'm sure he does. He knows there's a vendor item. Is he going to have the presence of mind to check every location, to go in all the cities and remember that the Oasis is on the table?
Well, I think at some point he would have to, and if I'm not mistaken, fetch quest shuffles are still turned on.
They are.
So that bottle may not even give us an item that we need.
It's possible. It's possible. ArsonHorse making his way outside of the volcano here. He's making his way south, I should say. Runs into a few peeds. Normally a good encounter, but with 2 characters alive, and I think you're probably running low on fade charges here. Looks like we are just going to run for our lives.
That large of a party of peeds, it hurts to walk away, but I think he's really trying to get some items, get out, keep the levels that he has right now. He's trying to make this not into a time waste and really capitalize on what he's seen so far, what he knows, and maybe a smaller party of peeds like he's doing now.
Alright, so xIceblue making his way down towards the Earth Cave. We're going to pass right by there. We're flying past Sarda. Where are we going? Is this going to be a save here in Crescent Lake and then making our way possibly down to Ordeals?
Possibly. I gotta imagine he's gonna shop for some items, and he is while he's here. He's gonna get some houses that he's gonna need. So, yeah, I think he's about to go diving.
ArsonHorse runs into his best friends, the Giants. We've already seen they've got quite the spell list, but he gets away from him. He's gonna make his way outside Volcano. Gotta look to see him save here. He's got some houses, got plenty of cabins. He's got the heals to make a dive deeper into Volcano. xIceblue joins him, does not make his way over to Ordeals. He's in the Volcano here as well. He's going to find a couple fun items, the Weir Sword. He's going to find the Ice Shield.
Hopefully the same giants that Arson found there. And we do see Arson swapping some gear around as he's about to hit this armory up and see, well, he's going to go north first.
Going to go north. Finds the greatest axe in the game there on ArsonHorse's side. Talia, hope I'm pronouncing that right, joins us in chat. Good luck to the runners. Thank you, commentators. Thank you for joining us here on Speed Gaming. Speed Gaming 2 to be exact. Again, just to fill you guys in, my name is Falconic_FF, joined in the commentator's booth tonight by my beautiful, wonderful wife, Moistmogwai_FF, recently put down the mic and picked up the controller for her first race. Fared pretty well. Made a few mistakes that I think she's going to learn from and capitalize from. She kind of gave me her progress report and said, you know what, here's what I think I could do better, here's what I did wrong, and I had to agree with her. Everything she pointed out was right on the money. So, Moistmogwai joining me here. We've got No Name 4444 as our restreamer. We've got Tyrannex Mr. Call Me Ty as our tracker. Doing a great job as always. Moist. Game 2. Final 4. Doesn't get any more tense than this.
It doesn't. xIceblue is up 1 right now, which means if he wins this game, there is no game 3, and he's in the final 2. So, you know, we always love to see games. So I'm kind of hoping for Arson to pull this one out, which he seems to be doing a pretty good job so far of keeping some pace, but xIceblue's making some moves as well. He's getting levels, he has the vendor item, he's searching places that Arson hasn't yet, so it's really too close to call. Oh, and there's the crown.
So crown pickup there in the Volcano Armory and the black shirt. Crown and black shirt pickup. Yeah, you know, I have to say that xIceblue, he's got the vendor item already, he's done a little bit more exploring, but I think the bigger hand here is probably the one that's unseen by maybe some of the newer people to Final Fantasy. He's running 2-man strats, and the most dangerous aspect of that is the early game. If you can start to get levels on those characters, the 2-man strat gets a little bit easier, ArsonHorse Didn't get to do that two-man strat as early, but he does have that now with the two stone characters. The real question is going to be, can they both make it out? Can they get past, that level 12, level 13 hump? Can they get themselves to having, close to 200, 300 HP on the knight and on that red mage? The real question is going to be, how do we fare against the tougher fights when we get into the fiends, when we get into potentially a war mech? xIceblue makes his way over to the armory here in Volcano, not before getting stopped by a couple of peeds. He's going to find his crown here in just a second. ArsonHorse making his way out. He's going to try to actually grind some fires here.
It's not a bad play, especially if they're weak. He does have a black shirt that he can have some free non-spell charges at, and I believe he has ice as well.
So it looks like we're going to do a little bit of grinding. I think he might be trying to just exhaust his fade charges here and then use that exit spell if he's got it available yet. If not, he'll run this out. The real question is going to be, does he make the deeper dive into Volcano, or does he go ahead and start chasing down that crown quest chain?
He might want to go ahead and try that crown. Yep, he's going to go ahead and leave. I don't know, maybe hitting ice up. Yeah, he's going to see what ice entails, which is an interesting play. It's not a bad one, but it's definitely an interesting move to leave Volcano without your orb lit, and then go see what ice has with only 2 people.
It's going to be a rough one. Will Bloodworth joining us in chat says, "Whoa, is that Matt Stone from South Park?" I think it might be. I don't know where Trey Parker is. He's typically the lazier of the two here, but here we see Matt Stone and Matt Stone. There's 2 of them there on ArsonHorse's side. He's making that dive in Ice Cave. Is this one of those plays we talked about where maybe he feels like I have to put the foot on the gas pedal and just go? This is risky.
It definitely is risky, especially with 2 people. I mean, the levels are low, which is always a gamble in ice depending on what you have, but you see so many different enemies to encounter here that it's not nice to play low level in. But here we are seeing him do it with 2 people.
Yeah, but if he makes it out alive, he can cross it off his list. Fuchsia Fantasy joining us in chat says South Park's his favorite TV show. I've got to agree, it's a pretty good TV show.
I'm a little hit or miss on it. No, he can go either way.
All right, OG Curves joining us here says Ice Cavey. That is absolutely right. ArsonHorse checking out the Mage Trap Tile. We're going to see what's behind this chest here.
In the meantime, we do see xIceblue diving further into Volcano.
Mages have squint, and down goes the fighter. So all of a sudden, that red mage is on their own. Life 2 brings him right back up.
That was the best character to fall if he had to lose one of them.
That's why we put the ribbon on the red mage. So ArsonHorse makes his dive down. He's going to find the next floor here. The real question is going to be, with 2 characters alive, only one with a ribbon, do you make every check here? Do you go to the Frost Dragon chest? Do you hit up the 6th chest down by the Frost Wolves? Do you skip a few?
I have to think with how deep he's going in here, he's going to check them all. He's looking for
something.
That gap that he can just put between him, ice, and himself. And then we see Heal Staff, which he's probably not going to use. Maybe he'll sell it, but I also don't think they're hurt for money so far.
xIceblue making his dive a little bit deeper into Volcano than we saw ArsonHorse do. ArsonHorse took his treasure and ran. He's in the Ice Cave, so we've got Fire and Ice going on right now. ArsonHorse does check the Frost D chest. He's on his way down to the Frost Wolves chest. We'll see if he checks all 6 or if he just does the routing to pick up 5.
See some fitting armor coming out of the Volcano. That's some fire armor xIceblue just picked up.
Fire armor that he picked up, and what did he do right away? He picked up that Thief. That might be because the fire armor, the ice armor, that's some of the best armor the Thief can wear. If you pair that with the opposite shield, all of a sudden you've got plenty of resistance. Slap a ribbon, slap something on him, throw a good weapon on. Yeah. Excalibur pickup. That'll be nice when we pick up the tail and we do our class change.
And then we have the katana there as well, and a gold bracelet.
And a gold bracelet. So, wow. Almost back-to-back chests there. We had the Excalibur, we had the katana, we had the gold bracelet. 2 very, very good in-game weapons. Very nice armor there that he didn't have to spend money on. A pro ring. Volcano is loaded with good stuff.
Suddenly, having those thieves aren't looking so bad. At least one of them.
Yeah, no, I think I agree with what Fuchsia said earlier in chat. I think this is a seed that, to me, screams 3-man strat. You've already got your Dan. You know that thief's out of the way. Why not bring another one there? Especially if you find good armor, you find a good weapon.
I wouldn't mind getting some extra levels on my Knight and Red Mage a little bit early, but I wouldn't go two-man strats the whole game. But we did just see a Wizard Staff from ArsonHorse, which how does that come in handy in the volcano?
Oh, you know, Wizard Staff makes Carrie punch herself. You ever play that game as a kid where you take a little brother or sister and you make him punch himself in the face?
No, I can't say that it was, because I was the baby of the family. So thank you for that fond PTSD memory there, Falconic.
But yeah, the Wizard Staff has one purpose only. It casts Confuse when used as an item in battle. And fortunately for us, Carrie is not resistant to stops and confuses and things like that. So what you can do is cast Confuse on her, make her hit herself. Fun little fact, when enemies confused and they hit themselves, what they're actually doing behind the scenes, they're casting Fire 1 on themselves. So it's kind of a double whammy. Not only is the Fire Fiend hitting herself, she's hitting herself with fire for 8 to 10 damage at a beat. White shirt pickup from ArsonHorse. So we've got some good gear over here in the volcano, but ArsonHorse says, I'm gonna find some good gear myself over here in Ice Cave. Got a little bit of an Agma grind here on xIceblue side. I like this grind better than the pop grind because it's back-to-back tiles, it's quick, it's fast, you're not going to see anything other than the Agmas. Well, he's in a different floor than I thought he was, so that proves me wrong.
He's about to be there.
Agma, he's going to go into the red D chest. ArsonHorse over here fighting the iron. We're going to find out what the Ice Cave has for us.
xIceblue did actually skip the top chest of the Agma trap tile, so I don't think they were too beefy, and we have the key over on Arson's side.
Some would say it's the most mystical of all keys.
Some would say that, and some would say it just gets you where you need to go.
I've heard it both ways. Alright, so we have the red D check here over here on xIceblue side. He's going to find out what's in that chest. This is not an incentivized location, but man, have we not seen things like the Power Gauntlet or Mazmoon or maybe one of the ribbons just kind of hanging out in this chest here. But today it's a copper bracelet, so waste of your time. ArsonHorse immediately ejects himself out. He's going to find out what's behind some of these keylock chests. We're going to raid the Elfin armor, the Elfin Castle armory here, and we find Jack and nothing.
Jill?
Jack and Jill. We found Jack and Jill there in the Elfin. ArsonHorse making his way up. I got to imagine he's going to raid this Northwest Castle.
He is going to go ahead and, yeah, turn in that crown while he's here, see what that leads to.
So crown leads to Oxiale from Astos. Who's Astos? I thought we had a king sitting here.
You know, we did, but it turned out it was just the dark elf posing as the king.
All right, Specty joining us in chat. He gets the reference. My man. ArsonHorse picks up his Oxiale from Astos. He makes his way around the corner here. We're going to find out what's in these 3 chests. Maybe something good. Who knows? So we have Zeus Gauntlet pickup. A little bit of money. Nothing too good. Zeus Gauntlet, you got to like that before you dive into the Sea Shrine here. Something to clear out those packs of Wizard Sahags and Red Sahags.
You know, the lobsters and seafood special.
So here we go on your left-hand side. Just shy of 32 minutes. We have xIceblue. He is about to take on Carrie. See if he can get that first orblet. ArsonHorse doesn't have anything to give there to Narek, but he does have the key, and we're going to find out what's in the armory here. So xIceblue pulling on Carrie here. Was that a second ribbon I just saw over on Arson's side?
Second ribbon.
All right. Fade's going off to Carrie. Fade's going to land for 160. Not a bad roll. Thief takes the hit, does his job. Black Shirt going off, 28 damage. We're going to queue up that Black Shirt one more time. We're going to load up another Fade. Fade goes out to Carrie. 296. Was there a fiend there?
You know, I think there was a mirror, but maybe a paper cutout, but I believe it got knocked over real quick there.
So at about the 31-minute, we'll call it 50-second mark, 31:50, we have our first orb lit by xIceblue. ArsonHorse, though, 2 ribbons down, got the Mystic Key. Gonna head over to Canaria. We're gonna find out what's in the Canaria Castle. Does he make the play to check TOF as well?
You know, a lot of people hate it, but I think he might. He's been pretty deep in his checks today. I think he'll go ahead and go for it. And, you know, he also has access to Sea Shrine now whenever he wants to go. We do see a Mazmoon there.
Mazmoon's second best weapon in the game has been located by ArsonHorse. It's sitting in the Canaria Castle Treasury. It was steps away from us when we started the game, but we had no access to it. Where does he put that on? Is that going straight on the night? I think it is. So,
I can't imagine why you put it anywhere else.
So now that begs the question. You've got 2 ribbons. You've got the white shirt. You've just picked up the second best weapon in the game. Now do you make the dive over to TOF and see what's in the chest, or is this one of those things where you just start moving along, checking the incentivized items and clearing out the game that you need to clear?
I think I would go ahead and just check them. I mean, it's 2 chests, and I'd rather something be in there than an ever so lovely TFC chest, the Sea Shrine.
All right, Will Bloodworth agreeing second best, and he's got some kind of face there. I can only imagine that's the face that shows agreement here. ArsonHorse jumps back on the horse, and he is on his way. Where is he going? He's passing by. Oh, we're going to loop back around. Maybe we didn't realize we're going to land this airship. It looks like we're going to get our first look into ordeals. xIceblue. He's going to clear out the ice cave here. What's he going to find in ice cave?
Oh, you know, just, you know, the Mystic Key.
The Mystic
Some nice
Key.
gear.
Well, he's about to find out potentially. Nope. Well, not yet at least. May just had squint. All right. ArsonHorse making his trek over here. Let's see if he takes some of these fights along the way. This is where you can find that elusive Saria. Saria gives pretty good XP. These aren't Sarias. These are not green, and they have wings.
You would be correct. That is a very accurate description of what you see on your screen, Falconic. I believe those are called the worms.
They all are called worms. I've never met a worm that had wings, but yet here we are. We see 2 of them. 3 of them, actually. So ArsonHorse, 35-minute mark here. He's about to go into ordeals. xIceblue, he's going to keep digging Ice Cave. Didn't see too much out of Ice Cave other than... what, did we see a ribbon in Ice Cave as well? We saw the white shirt.
We saw the white shirt. Our 2 ribbons were in the TOF chest on the left-hand side, and our second ribbon was in Dwarf Armory.
All right, ArsonHorse making his way through the pillar maze here. We'll go ahead and take this time to thank you guys so much for joining us here on a Tuesday night, Speed Gaming 2, for this Game 2, Best of 3, Game number 2 between xIceblue and ArsonHorse. xIceblue took Game 1 just barely, I would say less than 2 minutes before ArsonHorse got to Chaos. Unfortunately, ArsonHorse did not get the kill on Chaos, ended up forfeiting. But he is going to try his best here. We have, as our restreamer again, No Name 4444. Thank you for stepping up and helping us out. Tyrannex, Mr. Call Me Ty. He's our tracker tonight. ArsonHorse makes his way through. He's onto the second floor. My name is Falconic, joined by Moist Mogwai. We're here commentating. Happy to have you guys with us.
Very excited to see how this game plays out. Like I said, we all root for the underdog. ArsonHorse is our new guy in the community, and I think everyone wants to see a Game 3 if we can.
You know, I think we're wanting to see a Game 3, and you know, I think we've already got the commentary lined up for Game 3. I'd have to say that they're second to one, second to us, I think is how I would put it. It might be.
I think they have the same name. Is that right?
Is it
a
Bill?
team? Bill. Balluminabity.
Balluminabity. Balluminabity is going to commentate Game 3, I believe, if we need it here.
And Game 3 is going to happen 10 p.m. Eastern, I believe, on this same channel if we do need it tonight.
Ooh, a doubleheader tonight, huh? Potentially?
Yes, and we do actually have our other top 4 runners running over on Randomania tonight as well.
Second katana found by ArsonHorse. If only you had 2 thieves.
If only. It's almost like we might have 2 thieves.
So the loot was found. Pretty key item, I think. The loot found here in Ordeals.
I think it's pretty needed for the end game, but I can't be sure.
Yeah, you're going to need it to get past the plate there in TOFR about 2,000 years in the past. No big deal. We have Bill Bloodworth joining us in chat, confirming that Balubadabdi is going to be one of the commentators here, we believe, for Game 3 if it's needed. xIceblue, 36-minute mark, finds his mystical key. He's going to go and turn that in. What's he going to find behind some of the key locks? I think we said a ribbon?
Yeah, a ribbon. I believe the Aegis Shield was an ice, I believe. He does find some nice money, and then a ribbon as well. Can't say we found too much more than that. Bill Bly, the Bloodworth guy, can you maybe fill us in there?
Yes, please. Bill Bly, the Bloodworth Bly. We need a recap, please. xIceblue doing a little bit of an eye grind here. Level 19 on the fighter, level 16 on the red mage. Or did I catch that wrong? We'll see here in just a second. Black shirt's going off from the thief. Mazmoon was key-locked. Mazmoon we found in Canaria Castle. Pretty big pickup there by ArsonHorse. We'll see if he can put the foot on the gas and kind of get things going. Looks like he's going back into Volcano. I get the feeling Carrie's going to be taking some Mazmoon swings here soon.
I gotta think she's about to take a lot of Mazmoon right to the face. Maybe even still that wizard staff. He just has a thief that, has nothing to do, but that's if he wants to, get them back up.
Possible. Here we see xIceblue grinding again. We did notice in a couple of his earlier races, xIceblue is one of those runners that would get to TOFR really, really fast, but unfortunately would take a few wipes along the way and let his opponents catch up. And you got to think that maybe that's in the back of his mind to where he says, you know what? Not again. When I go to TOFR, I'm going to be prepared and ready. He's got 3-man strats going. He's doing a little bit of a grind. Some might say he's doing a little bit too long, but then again, some are out of the tournament and he's still in it. So we'll see how that works out for him.
Yeah, I mean, I think both of these runners tonight definitely have their foot on the gas here. We're seeing them both make plays that, you know, I haven't been around this community for long, but that I haven't seen them make yet here in this tournament.
All right, Bringer of Flowers joining us in chat with a flower emoji, living up to the name. Welcome, Bringer of Flowers. Thank you so much for joining us here in the game 2 of a best of 3 between xIceblue and ArsonHorse. xIceblue up 1-0. If he wins tonight, he is our first entrant into the championship of the 2018 Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament. He'll play the winner of tonight's match, potentially Edgeworth versus Salty Fry.
And we did see Edge have a 1-0 lead last night against Salty Fry. You know, not a very big margin, and I believe he had one night when he finished last night.
Yeah, he had one night for quite a while. I think he had to solo night from carry all the way on and pulled it off. So that match is actually going to be starting up here pretty shortly, if not already, but you're on Speed Gaming too. That's exactly where you need to be. You're going to stay here and join us. If you got tab browsing, I guess you could do that, but why would you? You're not going to find a better commentary partnership than Falconic and Voice Mogwai here.
We are the broadcast booth, and we are coming here tonight on Speed Gaming 2 to fill you in on this 1-0.
Some might say that Baloo Babadi is a better commentary pair because they both share the name Bill, but do they share one mic?
They do not, Falconic.
Share
they do
one
not.
mic. That's strange. All right, xIceblue making his way over to the Dwarf Armory here. He's going to find Masmo?
If
No,
he checks all,
that's in Canary Castle.
that is in Canary Castle. He will find his ribbon here, though.
He'll find his ribbon here. Demon Frog says, hey, I had to make some hot dogs. Can I get a recap?
Whew, I don't know about that. I haven't had my hot dogs tonight to be able to give you a recap, but I'll try my best. So we had King and Sarah be very gracious here at the beginning of the match. Sarah had Canoe. King had nothing else but the floater. We got over to Bicky, and what did Bicky give us? The Ruby. Not too much to write home about, but we also didn't want too much of a Yet Seed on our hands. Sages gave Ship. We did find the Mystic Key in our Ice Incentive chest, which has helped out a lot for gear. We did also find the crown in a volcano chest, I believe, and Astos was so gracious enough to give us an oxale for that chest, and I believe we have the vendor item being the bottle for about 23k, and Sarda gave us the chime. We have not seen what bottle turns into here for us, but we do have one orb lit over on xIceblue side. He did go ahead and punch Carrie in the face as we see Arson moving that way.
He did. xIceblue was kind enough to go ahead and check the key lock chest there in TOF and found a whole bunch of nothing.
Oh, shocker.
Nothing at all. So ArsonHorse deciding not to make that play. Turns out it was the right one. xIceblue, he's finally going to do Canary Castle. He's going to find that Maz Moon. Got to feel pretty pretty good about that, I would imagine. Second best sword in the game this early that's amazing. So,
absolutely. I'm not mad at that find at all. I would prefer, I don't know, to see my little blue friend, but I'll take the Maz Moon.
Little blue friend. So ArsonHorse preparing himself just shy of 42 minutes. We're going to call it 42 on the dot here as soon as he gets done cleaning up and healing. He's going to take on Carrie. Probably going to have a little bit of easier time than xIceblue had. He's got the Maz Moon. He's got fades. Still continues to leave both Thieves stone, though. He's doing those 2-man strats. xIceblue has shifted. He's back to 3-man strats. Carry, 124 damage right off the bat. Fade goes out, 280-ish. Maz Moon, 4 hits, 338. Again, what fiend? Who? What?
Carrie what?
Carry who?
Carrie when?
You know that's right.
You know that's right. We do see xIceblue canoeing his way up to the waterfall. We're going to see what the robot has for us here tonight. Falconic, any guesses?
Domo arigato, Mr. Roboto. He's going to have... I'm going to say... OG Cube.
OG Cube? I'm going to go with the rod. I think Mr. Roboto is going to hide the rod from us tonight.
Split Punch joining us in chat. Wants to know if we've seen any meme strats. Nah, buddy. Sorry. I think all the power resides with you, and we have yet to see anything too crazy. Brack was available, if I'm not mixing up my seeds. Bane was available, so we do have Bane.
Which Arson did go ahead and pick up Bane, but I think with his 0-1 record right now against xIceblue, he's not going to take too many risks tonight.
Oh, where's Arson going? Arson's got his chime. Is he going to try to make a little bit of a gamble here? He's running in some Ankleos. He's going to go Mirage. We're going to see if we can dive out. This is a good move, in my opinion, because what happens if you find, let's say, the cube? What if I'm wrong about Mr. Roboto having the cube and it's here in Mirage? He could stay and clean it up in one go.
He very well could do that, depending on where he's at. He does have both of his characters up to level 21 now, which is not a bad place to be, but it's still scary. But he does have a ribbon for each one of his Light Warriors still alive. He does, and if you're going to get levels, what better place to do it right now than in Mirage and potentially Sky? And if he finds the cube here, there's the defense. The defense sword has been found by ArsonHorse. It's a sword that you're almost guaranteed that xIceblue is going to find, unless xIceblue saves this for last and he's in go mode. Ali in chat, friends don't let friends dive Mirage. You know, I hear that, and yet Bill Cleosis has had a lot of luck diving Earth without the rod, and I don't know where his friends were at, but he went in deep. And Zardia in chat, who keeps rolling these forced parties? I believe it was Ali tonight that rolled this seed. Yeah, this is all Ali. You can thank him so much for the double thief here. And you know what? I like the move. You've got exit, right? So the first floor Mirage, not hard to check. You can easily walk your way out of that. Second floor, not as easy to walk out of because you have to make the trip all the way around. But if you have exit, go ahead and dive that greater than less than room. TNT coming from the robot. On ArsonHorse's side, should something come out of this, this is a play that he's almost guaranteed to know that xIceblue is not going to make. And when you're down 1 game to nothing, you've got to make some of these gambles, you think. ArsonHorse played his game last night, just barely didn't come out on top of it, but yeah, I mean, at this point, there's certain members of this community that you're just not going to out-route, would be a good way to put it. You're not going to outmaneuver them, so you kind of have to throw something out that's a little bit unexpected. I like this play. If it doesn't work, I hate this play, and I never said I like it. Sure, we can burn the VOD later, Falconic. Bill Bloodworth in chat did call the robot would have TNT, and he was, in fact, correct. Robot had TNT for us tonight, so... All right. So after this match, everyone get your pitchforks and your torches together. We are going to burn Bill Bobby because he is a witch. I think we can keep Bill Cleosis alive. People kind of like it. Yeah. Bill Cleosis is the people's champ. Bill is, he's a witch. Burn the VOD, OG Code says. All right, ArsonHorse making a little bit of a dive here. He's going to check out and see what's on that second floor. xIceblue swimming? He is swimming. He does have his Oxio. Do you think he's going to check the ladies, or do you think he's going to go straight for Kraken? Well, let me ask you this, Tracker Extraordinaire. How many loose items have we found so far? So far, we have found 2 loose items, not counting the vendor item. Well, so if we've only found 2 loose items, I'm going to go mermaids here. I think a couple nights ago we had this discussion whether or not you go towards Kraken side, and Minochi kind of laid out the logic and said, you know what, 2 loose items, yes, you're going to go Kraken, but the chances of both items being that way, probably slim to none. Could happen. Go ahead and check out mermaids, see if you can't dig up maybe the Power Gauntlet. Maybe the Vorpal, the best sword in the game. The best sword in the game. Some might even call it what was it called? The Game Changer. Game Changer. That could be potentially here. I wonder if I have any of my A-team members here with me in chat. If they are, maybe they can speak up. Look what we found in the greater than less than room. We found our 3rd loose item, and I believe that is a rod. Hey, that's exactly what he needed to go ahead and clear out another theme dungeon. Other than the Sea Shrine, which he knows he can dive if he wants to, but who really ever likes going to sea? Yeah, sea's not my favorite at all, but then again, ArsonHorse makes that move over. He's got his rod, xIceblue. He's checking TFC, that fun chest. He's going to dig out a little bit of money. ArsonHorse does check the vendor location. He's going to pick up that bottle, so no mistakes here on his side. He's going to buy a house here for good measure. Where does he go next? Looks like he's going to go ahead and route in, and I think this is a good move. Go ahead and hit up Waterfall. He's going to do Sea Shrine here as well, so we may run into a little bit of a high five here soon.
Find out here in just a second. ArsonHorse is going to make his way through the river system and up to grandmother's house we go into the waterfall.
Zardia pointing out people are drinking too much of the Mazmoon Kool-Aid. I'm gonna have to agree. Mazmoon's filled me twice now in runs where the Vorpal has comforted me.
Well,
with a nice little blanket.
There's a reason for that. They don't call the Mazmoon the game changer. What do they call the Vorpal? Is it? It is. The game changer?
The game changer.
Huh. All right, well, that audio cue was off just a little bit here, but then again, we're not a professional production. We are a husband and wife here in the commentator's booth, watching here on Speed Gaming 2, xIceblue and ArsonHorse. We're on, one of our favorite rebroadcasters here. We've got No Name 4444. We have Tyrannex, Mr. Don't Call Me Ty. If I want to, I'll cry. And
TIE Fighter, yeah.
TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter is our tracker here, and we've got xIceblue making his way over to the mermaids. We're going to find a little bit of something.
A little bit of something.
A little bit of something. Ice armor here.
That'd be good on the thief.
Could be good on the thief. Mudgoal's here over on Arson's side. He's going to make his way over to the vanilla slab location. ArsonHorse digging up the waterfall. He's going to find his TNT. What's xIceblue going to find here? Opal Gauntlet. He's going to pull up a cabin from underwater. It's probably a little bit of waterlogged. No big deal. 10k gold.
I think that's what they call one of those houseboats.
One of those houseboats. All right. OG Curb says, I'm so confused. No idea what you're confused about. You are exactly where you need to be. Speed Gaming 2 for this best of 3. Game number 2 between xIceblue and ArsonHorse. ArsonHorse has to win to stay alive. His entire tournament is on the line. xIceblue, if he wins, he's on. He's our first entrant into the championship for the 2018 Final Fantasy Randomizer Spring Tournament. What did he just find? Another pro ring?
Another pro ring, which he did have to double back for. He almost left it behind with the ladies, but he said, "Nuh-uh, I'm not leaving a ring behind with all these ladies.
I'm not giving these ladies a ring here. He's a single man, don't need no woman." All right, we're going to pick up another cabin. A lot of water-drenched houses here, and he's going to go ahead and make his way out. I don't know if he liked what he saw there, but here we go. Justin79 in chat is super confused. We might want to get a concussion protocol on him. He says that Vorpal is the best steak knife. That is actually not true. It's the best sword in the game, but we'll give you the one mistake. No big deal.
Fuchsia Fantasy coming out saying the cat claw is the best steak knife. I don't know about steak knife, but I bet it'd be really good at shredding pulled pork.
Oh, I love me some cat claw. I have to agree with him on that one. Cat claw, best little dagger the black mage can use. Love it to death.
At Zardia in chat, yes, this is game 2. They played game 1, same channel, same time last night, and xIceblue is in the lead here. We also did have Edgeworth and Salty Fry play their first match last night on their same channel, same time, and then again tonight.
Oh, Panoshenko joining us in chat. You got to appreciate somebody that can lay out the swords in the right order. You've got Vorpal leading into Black Belt Fist, into Massa, into the X-Gal, to the Sun, to the Katana. That's somebody who's got their head on straight. I got to agree with him, 100%.
You know, as somebody who played a seed with all challenge seed with all black belts, you know, I'd have to agree. Those fists, especially with a power bonk, they hit hard.
Speaking of challenge seeds, you guys have about 2 hours to finish up this current week's challenge seed. The new one will be posted after the Edgeworth Salty Fry. If you have any idea what we're talking about, you already know what's going on. Every week we put together a challenge seed. I'm actually one of the admins for that. We had double black belt forced. It was a weekend at Bernie's. The thief was Bernie. You had to kill him off and carry around his dead body everywhere you went. You got to pick the 4th party member, but that 4th party member came with a bonus or came with a penalty depending on who you picked. We had about 23 people play this week. We had a pretty large variance of times, but some of our newer runners that joined the community were in the top 10, showing up some of the veterans.
Yeah, we actually had quite a few, which is surprising, but it's nice to see people come out and just play challenge seeds and talk with us. If you haven't joined our community yet, you're welcome. Discord info is usually in the chat every couple of minutes. Very welcoming community.
And I'm sure somebody here is going to help us out with that Discord post there in chat. Get you those details. Come on and join us. You're going to find, I think, what I'm going to say the crowning achievement for my challenge seeds coming up after this one. I think this is going to be one people really, really enjoy here. ArsonHorse making his dive here. He's going to be checking out the mermaids. A couple people in chat disagree with this move, think that they wanted to move on. xIceblue just found a ribbon in a free chest on the way down to Kraken.
Can't ever be mad at that. We have in chat, Maximum Barnage. I like the name. Asking, are the challenge seeds chosen to be hard, or are they just random daily seeds? It's actually a weekly seed posted every Tuesday after a match if we have one. And they're creative. They're not always meant to be super hard or trolly. Sometimes it's all about how well you can strategize and, you know, what you can pick. There's different rules each week. It's always fun to look and see what Falconic cooks up for the week.
Yeah, we try to stay away from trolly. Trolly does not equal challenging, so none of the standard placing items in hard to reach locations, making you double back around. None of that. Come join us here. We'll post the new one here in about 2 hours or so. ArsonHorse making his way through. We have Hash Bandicoot joining us in chat. He wants a recap.
What's a recap?
What's a recap? A recap's the thing that you're about to do right now.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I can handle that. Welcome to tonight's halfway through the match. We do have one Orblit over on xIceblue side. He did go ahead and punch carry, and he's sort of making his way down to Kraken. We have ArsonHorse really in the same play. Item-wise, it was a pretty early seed. We did give Floater from King, and then Sarah gave us the Canoe.
Yep.
How nice of them. The bottle was a vendor item in Oasis for 23k. Sarda gave us the Chime. Crown came from a chest in Volcano. Ice Chest held the Mystic Key for us. The Rod was actually hiding in Mirage Chest, which only Arson has so far. Sages were ever so gracious and gave us the ship that we didn't need this seed. Robot gave us TNT. Vicky gave us the Ruby. Astos gave us the Oxale for turning in his crown. And then we did find the loot in Ordeals.
All right, we just found out that Sea Trolls had Blizzard. That's not fun. You're going to see them a little bit later in TOFR. ArsonHorse checking out TFC. What does that stand for?
The favorite chest.
The favorite chest. All right. ArsonHorse going through here. He's got his 2 Light Warriors. We've got Fighter. We've got Red Mage Lab on both sides. No sign of the tail yet. Can't do any class changing. Get the feeling that they really wanted to see that early, but so far, no bueno. Bill Bloodworth joining us in chat here. You know, I gotta say, if there's anyone out there crazy enough to take a seed like this and Dan the Fighter and the Red Mage, man, that Bill Bloodworth would be one of them to do it.
That
huh?
Bill Bloodworth is your guy. He will definitely tackle that challenge, although nobody gave him the challenge, but he'll do it anyway.
He'll do it. I saw that man do a solo Black Mage about 2 weeks ago. Crazy off his rocker, but you gotta appreciate it.
Does Merrick have the tail? He might. We have no sign of the tail here so far. Maybe the dwarves found some rats in their cave and are hiding it from us.
It's possible, but then again, we still have, what, one more loose item to find?
I do believe we have Mirage Chest, Ice Chest, and Volcano Chest. That would be one more loose item in the chest in the world. Okay,
well, we already found TNT in the game, but here's TNT in chat saying Stone Touch Sea Snake. Nope, that's not what happened at all. ArsonHorse deciding to go ahead and Dan his thieves in a pretty clever way, letting them stay stoned from earlier in the game. Why is that? Why is that a better play than letting him be dead?
Because with one simple item, they're back to life with no spell charges. You don't have to have a red mage to cast life to, or even life to get them back up. You just use a soft potion and it's like, bam, they were never dead.
Bam, like Emerald. So here we are, 56 minutes. We'll say 56 and a half minutes. xIceblue is on Kraken's floor. When did we light that first orb there for xIceblue? What was the time frame for that?
For xIceblue, we got the first orb light, which was Carry, at about 32 minutes, just shy of it.
All right, TNT says, hello there, you guys already found me. Where was I again? You were in the waterfall being guarded by Mr. Roboto.
Made very good friends with him. I don't know how you got that in, but good for you to branch out your networks. Zardia mentioning in chat, we do have another semi-final match about to go down over on Randomania. That is going to be Edgeworth versus Salty Fry. They also played last night with Edgeworth lynching that victory with one night by a mere 30, 40 seconds, if that.
Yeah, about 40 seconds, and he had to single knight all the way from carry 2 and on. ArsonHorse checks that chest, moves along, does not pick up the third ribbon. What does that tell you?
He's behind.
I think it tells you something different. I think it tells you those thieves are never going to see the light of day again.
I mean, that's true. You don't have a third person. You don't need a third ribbon. Very observant there, Falconic, but I also gotta think he feels a little bit behind here as well. But that does hurt to skip a third ribbon just because ribbons are gold in this game.
Yeah, it does. Unless your name is Minochi85, you're probably not going to sell that ribbon there, because who else would be that crazy? But you know, ArsonHorse making the move. 2 people throughout the entire game, you're probably going to get them close to level 35-ish before you hit TOFR. I mean, you could do worse. You could definitely do a lot worse than that. xIceblue, quick work of Kraken, no big deal whatsoever. ArsonHorse taking on some ghosts here. So we've got 2 orbs lit. We'll call it about the 57 and 43 mark, just because I have that power as commentator. ArsonHorse checking out a few chests here. Where is xIceblue going to go next? He's done Waterfall. He's done Sea Shrine. We've already got Fire knocked out. He has yet to go to Mirage. That's where he's going to find the rod. So an Earth Cave dive here wouldn't make too much sense. But I know a few people who would do that.
I don't believe he's gone to Ordeals yet either. Has he made it to Ordeals, Falconic?
That's a very, very good question for our chat. Chat, have you been paying attention? Has xIceblue done Ordeals? I don't think he has.
That's the case. He has 4 options. He can do a very ugly marsh dive, hoping to get something out of it. He can do an Ordeals play and not get an item he needs to go to either the 2 dungeons, or he can have no friends and go either Mirage or Earth without the item he needs. But he's gonna go see what Narek has.
Narek with the TNT turn-in. Are we about to find our tail? You really don't want to gain too many levels. It's the Adamant. That's a very, very quick turn-in.
Oh,
you don't
wow.
want to get too many levels on that fighter before class changing. You get your first spell charge at 15 if you've been promoted, and then every odd level afterwards. There's the cube. So the TNT, the waterfall was required. TNT led over to Adamant. Adamant led to Cube. That's the item that ArsonHorse was looking to find when he went into Mirage. So now xIceblue with the Chime and the Cube can make one single trip out of the air cave.
Oh yeah, I think that's exactly where he's going to go if he doesn't make a pit stop at Ordeals first. He's not going to dive Earth without his rod, and he's going to be quickly rewarded diving Mirage and finding that. But he's going to make the Ordeals play.
All right. So at this point, ArsonHorse having already done Ordeals, xIceblue about to do Ordeals now. ArsonHorse doesn't have the cube, xIceblue does. Arson has the TNT to get the cube. I gotta say, it's too close to call who's in front here. If anything, I might lean towards ArsonHorse just because he pulled off the 2-man strats a little bit quicker and stuck with it. So he's got the levels, but this is anybody's game.
He does have the levels, but like you said, it's too close to call right now. Arson's just a little bit behind him to light that second orb. He's already done Ordeals, so once he turns that TNT, he can turn right back around, go to Mirage. He's already cleared Mirage, so he can go straight to Sky.
Yeah, he can go straight on the Sky here, so pretty close match. xIceblue fighting my best friends in the world, Argoyles. Hate those guys. ArsonHorse making quick work here of the Sharknado floor. He's going to be on the Kraken. Is Kraken going to give him any fits, or is he going to be able to get through it just like xIceblue? xIceblue making his way through Ordeals, fighting the Pillar Maze here, right back to the beginning. And with no warp, well, that's a little unfortunate, but resets out, and now he has the knowledge. He's going to go right back in there. We've got Cure 3s going off on ArsonHorse's side. He's making his way, getting ready to take on Kraken. Argoyles pop up again. Here is the EXP Pinata, as some like to call it. The Great Shark and the Big Eye. Big Eye goes down to 1 swing. That's going to be good XP for ArsonHorse, especially with 2 Light Warriors. Not having to split that between 4, that's going to get him levels. How close are we on Arson's side to level 24, 25? Is he picking up another swing of that Mazza here soon?
We just had 1 Light Warrior hit level 26. I didn't happen to catch which one it was, but we did just have 1 ding 26.
Right. Question in chat from OG Curbs. There a reason Matt and Matt are in the first and second slots? Well, here's a fun little fact. Thieves, being in the front slot, give you a better chance at preemptive strikes and a lowered chance at getting ambushed. And double fun fact, it doesn't matter if they're alive or not. So having a thief in the top slot, dead or alive, gives you that bonus. And he's going to go ahead and do that now. But it looks like, as I say that, ArsonHorse decides to make a liar out of me. This could be because he wanted quick heals. I don't know that that's quite the case. But here we go. We're pulling Kraken on ArsonHorse's side at the 1 hour, 2 minute mark and 23 seconds. We're going to see what's going on here. Is he going to do Bane or is he going to do Fade? He's thinking about it. We're going to lead off with the Mazmoon. 5 hits, 244. Fade coming from the Red Mage. Fade lands for 139. Kraken says, slow your roll there. Doesn't land though. Fade coming from Red Mage again. Second cast of it, 216. Mazmoon. I can hit 5 hits, 473. Kraken. What Kraken?
He's dinner now. Zardy in chat. I don't believe he went back for that 3rd ribbon, but unless that Red Mage is sporting pigtails today, he's not going to need a 3rd one.
Not going to need it whatsoever. All right, so ArsonHorse, we'll say at about the 1 hour, 3 minute mark, and yeah, 1 hour, 2 minute mark, 57 seconds is what I'm going to choose here. Lights his second orb, so we are tied, 2 orbs apiece. ArsonHorse, where is he going? He's going to check out Melman Magic. xIceblue, he's going to stock back up. Got to imagine it's time to turn in the bottle and see what the bottle's going to give.
It'd be smart to make that play if you're already going to go up towards Mirage's side, but he also, on Arson's side, needs to turn in the TNT still. He almost just left without his airship as well.
Does need to turn in TNT, so the fairy gives us the crystal. So the little tiny fairy jacked Grandma's sight.
How rude.
How
She's a whimsical
rude.
nymph, and she steals the eyesight from an old woman so we can rob her blind. Cold-blooded.
ArsonHorse, maybe he forgot he has TNT. Maybe he decided he wanted to do it later. Decided to go Melman without having the slab. A little bit of a time waste here. xIceblue kind of routing a little bit better in. There's the slab from Montoya. So Montoya gives the slab. He's going to make his way over to Melman here. Probably going to check out and see what we have in Lefane after he gets his slab translated. We saw on xIceblue's side last night, I believe, a little bit of Lupa action.
We did see some Lupa action, and as much as I like to see it, these runners don't right now. It very much hurts to forget to do something as simple as get that slab translated.
Iceblue's not going to make the same mistake twice. He's got that slab translation here from Dr. Oon. ArsonHorse making his dive. He does have the rod. He's diving Earth Floor 1. What's he looking for? Powerbomb?
I have to imagine that is what he's looking for, other than maybe some better late-game armor, but he does have the Aegis Shield, and he's driving away from Earth without clearing.
So he wanted to check just the first floor. Maybe he realized, oh, guess what I have? I've got the Boom Boom Sticks here, and I'm going to go turn them into Narek and see what that gives.
He does have the Boom Boom Sticks to give to Narek there. And he does see that it yields adamant, and, you know, you gotta be happy about that, because you're already here, so he's gonna go ahead and... He just life to one of his thieves?
Oh, ArsonHorse?
Yes.
Well, life 2 wouldn't work on
he used
stone.
exit.
Okay, yeah.
I saw him pass right by, and I was like, what?
Nope. xIceblue making his way over to Lefane. Fun little fact about Lefane here. One of our developers, one of our great developers, Herb, by the way, Nits, __. Name's so nice he had to underscore it twice. Recently made a change in Alpha, where we took one of those little Lefaniites and decided to plant them right in the middle of 2 bushes. I would say, I'm going to go ahead and nickname him right now. I'm going to say that Lefenonite is now Zach Galifianakis, and he is between 2 ferns. And that's where he's stuck now. He can no longer get in your way, so Zach Galifianakis has been planted by Nits. You'll see that here soon, hopefully within the next couple of months here. ArsonHorse, though, back into Earth, making his dive. xIceblue, about time to maybe stock up. Nope. Thought maybe he would make that Mirage dive with the cube, but he decides otherwise. Where's he going? He's going to go over to Elfland Castle. We're going to turn that herb in, see what that turns into. All right. The Prince sleeping on the job, as always. He's going to give the tail.
That's,
So we woke up a prince and took a tail from him.
He's out had a rat tail with him all those years that he was sleeping. Kind of gross. Don't know why nobody took that from him. He was sleeping.
You know what, Bill Bloodworth, I got to give you credit. Earlier you called out a move, but I think on this one, I think you came in after the time expired. I'm going to take that one away from you. You did not get that point, Mr. Bill Bloodworth. You don't get it. Take that Yahtzee off the board. xIceblue is going to take that tail, though. He's going to go straight to Bahamut. Bahamut.
You do see Arson continuing down Earth.
Right. So Arson deciding to skip a couple chests here. Maybe now he starts to realize an hour and 7 in, I'm playing one of the top members of the community. I'm down 0-1 in a best of 3. Time to make a move. This bat says, I don't care who you are or what you say. I'm going to get in your way. Second bat gets in the way here. Jay Coper, are you here? How does this feel? PTSD going out probably. All right, ArsonHorse, is he going to check? Nope, we're going to skip that chest. We're going right onto that vampire here. xIceblue, is he finally going to make the move? He is. He's going to go Mirage. He's got the cube. He can make this all in one trip. Hour and 8 as he makes his trip in here. Say hello to the vampire. It's a well-known FFR tradition. Say goodbye to the vampire.
I didn't see the vampire. Where was he?
What? Huh?
You said there was some vampire movie on Sci-Fi tonight?
I've heard it both ways. Oh, look at that. We have Tri-Vampires here on xIceblue's side. He's going to take them out, no problem. We've got Tri-Wizards here on ArsonHorse's side. They're getting in a little bit of trouble. We talked about it earlier. Why do you put the Thieves up front? Because you still get the ambush reduction with them up top. That's no longer in play.
Just sort of flail their dead bodies at them. How scared. And we do see xIceblue picking up the defense sword. And I gotta think he's gonna find that rod here shortly.
He'll find the rod in the greater than less than room, but the major difference is he's not going to have to bounce out of here to take off something else. There it is. ArsonHorse has found it. He skipped it, though. Oh, whoa, no. That is a huge mistake here on ArsonHorse. He goes back. He realizes what he's done. He realizes. Here he goes. What is he going to drop? He's going to drop the Mazmoon, picks up the Vorpal, keeps it in his inventory. I got to say that that's a veteran move to pick up what some would call amazing move by ArsonHorse. Just won the match in my eyes, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up. Round of applause. Emojis out in chat, please. Everything that you got. Zardia right there with the Vorpal emote. ArsonHorse just the winner in my eyes.
Demon Frog, only tactical error we've seen here tonight is that you forgot to make the macaroni with your hot dogs, which meant while you're making the macaroni, your hot dogs got cold. So I don't think you have any room to speak tonight.
Nope. xIceblue finds his rod in the chest here. And ArsonHorse making his way steps away from Lich's floor, about to light his third orb. We're going to call it just shy of the 1 hour, 10-minute mark. Pretty good move here. He's about to take the orb lead.
He is, and he has already cleared out bottom of Mirage, so if he doesn't feel he needs anything else from Sky, he can just go straight up there, hope to not see a Warmech, and head straight to Tiamat.
See, here's my problem, though. He's got the Mighty Mighty Vorpal, but he has not turned in that TNT to grab his tail yet.
Well, he has turned in the TNT, but he has not gone down the quest chain, which tail didn't come from TNT, Falconic. It came from getting the bottle, to the crystal, to the slab, to the herb, to the tail.
Right, so roundabout way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
TNT,
okay.
yeah, you got it.
TNT, I got it. All right, xIceblue making his way up. He's going to fight that Blue D. He'll be on to the floating castle here in no time whatsoever. ArsonHorse. 1 hour, 10-minute, we'll call it 1:10.5. Lights his third orb. Was there Lich?
No, I don't believe there was. I think there was just an empty throne, and he just got to walk right to it and get an orb.
I don't know. Here we go. ArsonHorse now does have his cube. He's already gone through Mirage, so he gets to book it straight to Sky. The real question is, do any of these runners feel comfortable not having yet found the power bomb? Does that make them continue to check chests? Or do they just realize, you know what? Press your luck.
I have to think with Arson having only 2 people, he would very much welcome that power bomb, especially when he goes back into the Temple Means Revisited. I'd want it. You'd want it. I gotta think he wants it.
Yeah, he could, but there's a very good chance. There's, 6, 7 chests in TOFR? Could land in one of those chests, so maybe you spend all this time checking. xIceblue says, I don't care about checking chests. I want in here and I want out of here. Chat, go ahead and get your Bless RNGs ready. You see it, I see it. xIceblue is about to be on the Bridge of Destiny. Here he goes. Can we find our friend the Warmech? And more importantly, if we find him, are we fighting him? We've got 3 members alive. ArsonHorse making his way to the floating castle, about to use that cube to teleport up. xIceblue gonna fight some Nachos here. Nachos not quite what we're looking for on this floor. ArsonHorse running. He's about to fight the Blue D. Nacho's going down on xIceblue side. A little bit of XP, not too bad. 2,000. We're going to get 22. Edge on his side. The Red Mage, level 26.
Question in chat, are there still loose items? There is technically still 1 loose item in the world, but it can give you a bridge or a canal. You don't need either of those.
Don't need either. So this is one of those seeds where the 4th loose item is not one that you care about. ArsonHorse here is going to continue to dig. If he finds the power bomb in Sky and Ice skipped it,
that's gonna hurt.
That's gonna hurt pretty bad.
It's gonna feel really bad, but also he may still be digging for tail. He knows there's 1 more loose item. He hasn't found tail. He might be taking that gamble.
Could be. xIceblue taking on Tiamat 1. 85 damage coming through Katana. We've got 4 hits, 388 from the Mazmoon. Fade going off from the Red Mage. 232, not enough. Tiamat 2 says, go ahead and slow your roll. I'm going to put a little bit of ice on your fire here. Going out with the Katana again. 2 hits, 174. Finally get a crit out of there. Tiamat crits again. Takes out, doesn't take out, but puts the Thief down to one knee here. Bill Bloodworth would say he's Kaepernicking, I think. We're going to lead off. I think we got the Sun Sword there. The Red Mage, 3 hits, 189. We've got 2. The Knight just not doing any damage whatsoever. Tiamat says, take a nap. Take a nap there, buddy. The Knight says, don't like what you did to my friend. You are going to eat the dust. So Tiamat taken out at the 113, 30 mark.
37.
Yeah, I'll give you that one. 37 mark. So 3 orbs to 3 orbs. Different orbs, though. So we have ArsonHorse skips the spider room. Some people will skip that room, check this floor, and if they don't find what they're looking for, double back. I wonder if that's what's going to happen. xIceblue, where's he going? He's lost. He's pulling out his Edgeworth strats here, the confused old man. He's going to go back to Crescent Lake. ArsonHorse fighting a single whiz vamp. No big deal. xIceblue picking up. Trying to pick up fast. Did he pick the wrong character? He can't learn warp. And he can't learn fast. Oh, that feels so bad. There's our 4th loose item, though. ArsonHorse finds it. There's the bridge. So that tells ArsonHorse
I can stop digging.
he can stop digging because he's got what he needs.
He knows the tail's gonna come in from a quest turn-in he's yet to do, and he can go straight to Tiamat if he really wants to right now.
Has to. So that feels pretty bad, though, that you can't pick up fast. And I think maybe our runners were kind of banking that Red Mage would be able to do that. So no fast today. That's going to be a little rough. A little bit rough. Bane Sword pickup from ArsonHorse.
Have we seen Temper? No, I don't believe we have seen Temper, and if we did, didn't see it.
Yeah, I don't think either of the runners have checked the level 8 magic yet. We'll see. xIceblue, he's going to make his dive into Earth here. Look to light his 4th orb. ArsonHorse, moving some items around here. He's going to check the free chest here to the left. Finds a house. It's 1981 gold, 839 gold. Finds another house. Not really panning out the way he hoped it would. xIceblue, is he going to check any chest in Earth?
Oh, no.
A little bit of a wolf fiesta party here on xIceblue's side. ArsonHorse finds a whole bunch of man-cats and Medusas. Still, gotta question his decision to move those thieves down. Not getting any benefit from those thieves whatsoever, other than spreading out their XP.
Bill Blood's Science Guide. No, we don't have Temper, Fast, or the Power Bonk yet. And I don't like that. Maybe Arson paid attention and knew that he wasn't going to be able to learn fast, even if he got the tail that he is probably searching for right now, and knows he wants the Power Bonk instead.
All right, chat pointing out, though, that Saber was available. Warmech, ArsonHorse aside, does he take the fight? Warmech, 2 hits, 335. Fade goes out. Low damage, less than 100. 2 hits, 124 from the Knight with a Mazmoon. This is not a fight you want to take, but it's unrunnable. Fade, 82. 298 comes from Mazmoon. Warmech, not happy, responds with just shy of 300. Fade, you queue it up. You've got to take this fight. Down goes the Red Mage. Defense. Going on the defense here with the fighter. I like that move. Double defense before Warmech attacks. Miss. He's going to do it one more time. One more defense going out. Now what do? You don't have the Power Bonk. You do have the Mazmoon. 2 hits, 156 going out. Missed again from Warmech. If Warmech has nuke or nuclear, this could be deadly. 381 crit. Down goes ArsonHorse from an unrunnable Warmech. Oh, that is not what you want to see when you're down 1-0 in a best of 3. xIceblue just took a huge advantage. Unrunnable Warmech. And xIceblue never saw it.
You know, having flashbacks, Falconic, to a Warmech I saw. Not near as the stakes that Arson is seeing it here. Unrunnable as well. Smacked his Red Mage down. smacked his knight down.
Oh.
Excuse me, fighter. But he also knows what's in these chests, so maybe he just zooms right up to Tiamat.
He does, but you didn't see any spells come out of Warmac that give you any tip-off to the second round of the Fiends. xIceblue has just been hand-delivered on a silver platter this match. Unless we see something deadly in Topher, and keep in mind, we do have sabers, but we don't have fast, we don't have temper, we don't have a power bomb. xIceblue could easily find something in Topher that is unbeatable. If Kraken 2 decides that I'm going to reach out and touch your guys for 600-700 damage, there's nothing he can do about it. So ArsonHorse takes a big step back there, gets thrown into neutral, but we'll see. xIceblue does light his fourth orb at the 1 hour 18 mark. We'll say about 1:18:33 is what we'll call that. Has all 4 orbs lit. Wow, what a horrible turn of events for ArsonHorse. Get back on the horse, pun partially intended. You know what chest to check. Just go. You haven't found the power bonk. You have to assume maybe your opponent has. Here he is checking chest again in Sky. xIceblue is going to do his shopping, trying to pick up wall, can't do it, picks up ruse.
Oh, Arson, I don't think remembers the chest he checked before. We can only hope at this point Ice is gonna get some of that, ever so lovely luck that Arson just saw in Topher and even this playing field. Arson still wants the power bonk. He hasn't found the tail, and I think at this point with that wipe, he knows he's not gonna have time to actually do a class change. This is not good.
In Arson's favor, though, he did find the best sword in the game. He's got the Vorpal, the game changer. A-Team, if you're here in chat, make yourselves known. He has not yet turned in the TNT to get the tail. And it doesn't look like... Is he checking Spider now? So not only did he run into an unrunnable Warmac that set him back, now he's checking chests out of the way. You have to hope if you're ArsonHorse, if you're a fan of ArsonHorse, if you want a Game 3, the power bonk has to be here. If the power bonk isn't on Spider, this is going to be another setback for him. xIceblue at the 120 mark, about to make his way into Topher.
Yeah, as an Arson fan, anybody cheering for the underdog, this is not what you want to see right now. Unless he hasn't been keeping track, he knows nothing else is going to come out of a loose chest. It has to come from a class turn-in, other than possibly the power bonk. But at this point, if you've already wiped, and you knew how much of a fast start this was to the seed, you gotta know Ice is just foot on the gas.
xIceblue, you know he's going to get to Topher quick. The real question is, did he prepare himself? That's kind of been his downfall in this tournament. He gets to Topher fast. Very fast. He's almost always going to beat you there. But the real problem on his side has been that he gets there too fast. And he can't handle what's there. Is that going to be what happens again? Does xIceblue run into yet another Topher wall? Is it enough of a wall to allow ArsonHorse to catch up? Does xIceblue check the validation chest? If we see a power gauntlet here, game over. But he doesn't. xIceblue does not check the validation chest. He is a man on a mission. He's ready to go. He wants to get this done. He wants to get this done now. He can taste being steps away from making it into the championship of the 2018 FF1 Spring Tournament. ArsonHorse making his way back through Sky, trying to find that power gauntlet. It's the last bastion, the last hope that he has. If he can get into Topher with a power bonk, he stands a chance. As it stands now, it's not looking good.
I gotta think you would still want the tail. Put the Vorpal on your newly promoted fighter, and then put that Mazmoon on your red mage, just so you, or red wizard at that point, just so you have something to swing on both if you don't have charges. You've damned 2 people. It's all on the backs of these 2 people. You gotta stack them the best way you can.
Yeah, why not pull a Reese's peanut butter move? Your chocolate goes with my peanut butter. Why not take Team Mazza, combine it with Team Vorpal? Why not swing both?
You know, Falconic, I've been there, done that, and we do see xIceblue fighting Lich 2 here. He is...
I'm sorry, fighting who?
I think it was the staircase, actually.
All right, ArsonHorse back on the Bridge of Destiny. Is he going to find another Warman? You know, you've got to hope at this point, if ArsonHorse finds it, it might be Goodnight Irene. xIceblue making his way to carry 2. Nachos on the bridge.
OG Curb's asking who are the battling for the finals right now? xIceblue and ArsonHorse. xIceblue is up 1, so if he wins this game, he's in the top 2. The other 2 players in the running are Edgeworth and Salty Fry. And we saw Edgeworth clinch a victory by his knight's fingernails last night. They're playing again tonight. Their game started about 23 minutes ago. So they're the other 2 fighting for that final spot.
You can find that game right now on our sister station, Randomania, but you don't want to turn away right now. I promise you that. xIceblue fighting Carry 2. Saber going out. We're going to make use of that Saber here. White shirt from the Ninja. The Ninja's down on one knee. Knight's looking good. Red Mage looking good. The Knight's going to do a defense here. What do you do now? We're going to use... What? We're going to swing... We're going to swing 117. So we've got high evasion here. It looks like maybe just a low roll there from the Ninja. Mazmoon swings from the Red Mage. 4 hits, 285. Takes out Carry 2. Bane! ArsonHorse Bane's Tiamat 1. Doesn't get you fantasy points, but you love to see it. So split punch you were asking earlier. Any meme strats? There you go, buddy. ArsonHorse lights his 4th orb at the 1 hour, 23 minute mark, and we'll call it 67 seconds.
It's about 5 minutes behind where xIceblue is at now, and he still doesn't have the tail. I don't like it, but there's still a race here, folks. It's not over.
It's not over at all. So any sort of dive. At this point, you got to imagine that the power bonk was more than likely in Marsh. More than likely. Or it's in Topher. Heat going out from the Lobsters. You got Blizzard from the Sea Trolls. But 2 ribbons, not going to make too big of a dent here on them. We're going to do a light 2. That's the same level as the Saber charge, and that Red Wizard is holding the Mazin. That might be something where he might have just wanted to keep swinging. Light 2 is not a very effective spell here. ArsonHorse is making the dive. He's doing it. ArsonHorse knows xIceblue is already in Topher. He has to know that. And he has not found the power bonk. So what does he do? He makes the early decision to change the game. He's going to go to Marsh, and if he finds the power bonk here, if it happens to be here, this is the play he needed to make. ArsonHorse fans, make yourselves known right now. This is exactly what he needs to do. You're not going to beat xIceblue in a race to chaos. You're just not. He's already been in here. He's got the knowledge. He's making a dive. You've got to hope that xIceblue is going to take a wipe. And your move here is to find the power bonk. And if you do, you've turned the tides in your favor.
Oh, Konak, I think at this point with that wipe, he knew he wouldn't beat Ice through a vanilla, very easy Topher. He's hoping it's nasty, and if that's the case, he's going to find this item, but he still needs the tail. He can only use one of the great swords that he has, which is the Mazmoon, but he can't equip the Warple.
All right. Bill Bloodblurf is pointing out in chat that he could still be looking for the tail. Does he not realize that he has the TNT? xIceblue taking on Kraken 2. Could this be our gatekeeper? Ruse going out. Quad X does not land on the Ninja. Defense. Ruse, we're buffing ourselves up. White shirts going off. We're going to get a little bit of evasion here on our teammates. Next round, white shirts again. We're going to do another defense. We're going to attack. We're attacking. Going on the offensive. We've got, about to say Nuke from Kraken.
Oh.
Nuke goes out and it rolls high. It rolls high on the Ninja and the Red Wizard. White shirts going out. 2 characters down on one knee. Mazmoon swing, 2 hits, 61 damage. That's not going to get the job done. What do you do if you're xIceblue? Cure 3, that's not going to get the job done. Going to raise you from 4 to 120. Pretty good. White shirt going off. More evasion. Rub going off. Rub's not going to land. Thank you, Ribbon. 181 damage going off. Now what? Now what do you do? Fades? Do you do sabers? You're going to waste the saber here. So saber going out. Miss from the katana. You've got 2 hits, 209. Decent crit. Kraken misses. Saber going off. Now what? You got the Mazmoon swinging. 2 hits, 139. Pretty weak. Vorpal would have done more. 2 hits, 134. Katana going out. Missed. Vorpal would have missed. Down goes the Ninja. Kraken says, I don't want to be outnumbered. 4 hits, 304 come from the Mazmoon. Not too bad. 3 hits, 124. Fire 3 goes off. Takes that Red Wizard down to one knee. Cure 3 goes off again. We're going to attack again there. 2 hits, 253. Down goes Kraken 2. Not the gatekeeper, but not a pushover either.
No, we saw a lot of charges go out there on that fight, and Konak, he still has Tiamat to get through, and then Chaos.
Yeah, ArsonHorse making the dive into Marsh so far has not paid off.
I really hope he was keeping track of all the loose items because, as you misspoke earlier, it's not a TNT quest turn-in that gives you the tail. It's the bottle that gives you the crystal that gives you the slab to translate to get the herb to get the tail. It's not a quick chain, and if he realizes that this far in, it's a big time suck.
Awesome. Well, here we go. Tiamat 2 fight. White shirt's going off. Defense is going off. We got Ruse going off. We're going full defense here at the start. Rightfully so. Nuclear from Tiamat does roll pretty high. Puts that ninja down on one knee. Does not kill him. Red Wizard still standing. Not on one knee. 3 hits, 180 damage. 4 hits, 117 going out. You still, what do you have to do? You have to go you have to go defense, right?
You have to. You only have 2 life 2 charges left, given that your Red Wizard even makes it through this, so you don't want to waste those, but you also hope he stays alive so that you can use them.
Down goes the ninja. Tiamat does not want the ninja alive. 4 hits, 97 going out. Now what do you do? Ink. Tiamat says, here, I'll give you a free round. I'm pretty confident. 4 hits, 223 from the knight. Red Wizard, 4 hits, 205. Still standing, Tiamat. Tiamat swings, 225. Takes out the Red Wizard. We are down to a solo knight. Inferno from Tiamat. Does not do much damage to the ribbon-wielding knight here. Blizzard, 29. Tickles. The knight goes off. Dragon armor found from ArsonHorse. Down goes Tiamat 2. xIceblue steps away from chaos. Steps away from putting an end to this tournament match here and moving on to the finals. And
was able to res that Red Wizard up. The Red Wizard is going to be able to pull at least one more up. Somebody asking, where else could Powerbomb be if it's not in Marsh? In Topher. There's chests in there that you can check as you're going down Fiend floors where it could be.
Yep, you got validation chests. You got 4 chests on Carrie's floor. You've got another chest on Tiamat's floor. 4,000 gold over in Marsh Cave. ArsonHorse fans, not looking good. The Marsh dive did not pay off. So you really, at this point, have to hope that Chaos gives you some trouble. 129.45. xIceblue pulls it. Shift your focus to the left-hand side of your screen because that's all that matters right now. So we're going to go pure defense just like we did before. Black shirt. So we had a little bit of offense. He might be out of... No, he had the white shirt. That's questionable. Why he would do the white or the black shirt there. Maybe he got the colors confused. Defense going off. He's got Ruse going off. Black shirt. Maybe he moved the white shirt to somebody else. It's possible. Ruse. We're going to continue to buff up. Chaos. Ice 2 takes out the ninja. Red Wizard not looking too good. Down to 111. Are we going to do another Cure 3? We got the Mazmoon on the night. We've got Saber, Cure 3, Fade. What are we picking? We're picking Cure 3. We're going to try to stay alive. Mazmoon swing. 5 hits, 9 damage. Good luck with that, buddy. Evasion's not too high, but that absorb's not looking good.
Cat pointing out, I think xIceblue messed up there. He meant to res Dan, not Dead. Dan has the white shirt.
Oh, he res the wrong guy. Oh, this is what ArsonHorse needs. Now what do? You've already seen absorbs pretty high on Chaos. You're going to need crits to get through that defense. So what do? A heal staff? We're doing light 2 from Chaos here. That'll tickle. Heal staffs. We are literally just scraping the bottom of the barrel. Mazmoon going off 5 hits, 7 damage. Look at that mighty Mazmoon doing nothing. Mazmoon again. 5 hits, 155. Oh, looky here. We got a crit. We're such a great sword. Not. All right, we're going to cue this up again. Heal staff going off. The heal staff is healing more than the Mazmoon is dealing damage. Stop going off in Chaos. Ineffective on both characters. Ribbons, thank you. 5 hits, 140. We'll get there sometime next Christmas. What are we going to do here? Mazmoon swinging again. 5 hits, 143. Oh, look at that double crits. Crazy. Heal staff going off. We're going to heal up another 20 or 30 here. What do? 131, 37 on the clock. Light 2's coming from Chaos. Chaos is looking pretty weak so far. 5 hits, 9 damage. There's a typical Mazmoon swing. Heal staff going off. Again, healing more than we're dealing damage. Heal staff going off again. 462 to 480. We're going to do Ice 3 from Chaos. Chaos is a bit of a pushover. 5 hits, 140. Eventually the Mazmoon crits will get there. 5 hits, 5 damage. Heal staff going off. So what do you want for Christmas? Because I'm bored to tears right now. Zap going off from Chaos.
Maybe Kiki Bat?
Kiki Bat. All right, 269. Chaos says, I've got the crits. Bye, Red Wizard. It is down to a solo night with a Mazmoon against Chaos. 5 hits, 236 on the crit. Finally does a crit. 5 hits, 109. Oh, watch out, back-to-back. Chaos does 117. Defense going out. Artie does not want to get hit again. Ice 2 coming out. Lit 2. Chaos has really, really weak spells. 5 hits, 6 damage. Artie to Chaos. Leads up again. 5 hits, 5 damage. Stop. Ineffective. I mean, at this point, if you're gonna tickle fight, guys, you could at least tell us in advance so we can kind of get our pillows and our drinks and we can have a little slumber party here.
Chaos and our fighter have sock and boppers on right now.
5 hits, 137. Fire 3 going off, not doing too much damage. 5 hits, 139. Light 2. Is this going to be one of those fights where Chaos just eventually whittles down the Knight with those Ice 3s, the Fire 2s? We have yet to see a skill, I don't think. Chaos missing. If Chaos gets a crit off, this could be deadly for Artie the Knight. 5 hits, 13 damage. What are we going to do here? 5 hits, 471. xIceblue gets the crit for the Mazmoon, puts an end to it. 133-12 takes game 2 of a best of 3. GG xIceblue. We finally, after what felt like months of swinging away with the horrible Mazmoon, we've got our first finalist in the 2018 FFR Spring Tournament. How do you feel about that?
That fight hurt to watch, but GG xIceblue. You made all the right moves. You went there. You stuck through it. You're in the top 2 now. You're our finalist, or at least one of them. And for anybody asking, is the Vorpal better than the Mazmoon? Look at the hit damage we just got there.
xIceblue joining us in chat. GG.
Oh my god, that max absorb chaos though.
Oh, does it make you wish you had a better sword than the Mazmoon?
There is no better sword.
Oh, there's a better sword that would have done a whole lot more damage. GG to you there, though. What'd you think of the overall seed?
Seed was free. I mean, floater canoe, it literally just told me to go fly.
Pretty much there. We didn't really see... I don't think we saw anything too deadly. I think the scariest moments were, to start off, you kind of did the 3-man strats, the 2-man strats at a time there. Was there any decision to possibly keep 3 alive for the entire run? What made you kind of waver between 2 to 3 there?
I 2-man stratted most of it, or some of it, just so I can get the Knight to 24 since I found Mazmoon for that extra hit. And then I decided to keep the Thief alive because of the run chance.
So you ended up finding all 3 ribbons. You got the white shirt there. You never did find the power bonk. ArsonHorse, while you were diving Topher, made the decision to go do Marsh at the very end. I think he was trying to dig that out. Is that something you were looking for?
I was hoping for it, but I never found it.
Yeah, we thought maybe you might check the validation chest, but you didn't. Is that something you normally skip there?
It's the semifinals. I don't want to risk any time. Especially since when I got done last game, he was at Chaos, he said.
He was just behind you here. Unfortunately, he didn't check the quest chains here that landed you to the tail. He's just now turning in the bottle, get the herb. The herb's going to give the tail there. So a little bit behind, but good sportsmanship on his side. He does know you're finished here. He's going to continue on, see if he can make his way through. You guys had the same party comp. You had a fighter and a red wizard, or a red mage. I think he actually had a little bit of a lead here on the orbs on you, but man, did you make up quick work at the end there. When did you feel it was time to go?
The moment I found the rod.
Found the rod in, what, greater than, less than, right?
Yeah, greater than, less than, rod. I was like, okay, done. Not even checking greed chests.
So what you didn't see, and what really, really put ArsonHorse behind, was on the Bridge of Destiny. Can you take a single guess as to who was unrunnable?
Oh, Jesus.
Close. It was Warmech.
Yeah.
Hey, that's that. Bless RNG, Jesus. Like, come on now. That's
no one even blessed his side. We were actually commentating where you were at. He just popped up out of nowhere and wasn't too nice to Arson there.
What level was Arson when he was on Bridge of Destiny?
He was actually with 2-man strats. I think he was around the 23 to 25 mark.
I think at that point he was actually 26 when he reached there.
His levels aren't hurting.
He wasn't low, but Warmech did not play nice whatsoever. Didn't give us any peek at spells we might have seen, but hit like a truck.
Hit like a truck. We didn't see any spells. We had no kind of indication, Cure 4s, nukes, nuclears. None of that got kind of tipped in ArsonHorse's favor. He just got punched, and he got punched hard.
I do have a question for you, though, Ice.
Yes.
You brought one of your ninjas up there at the end, and you brought up Dead instead of Dan. Is that an accident?
Yes. I was so used to him being second slot. I was like, yeah, let's just revive the second slot. And then I was like, wait, why does he have 55 HP? I was like, oh, crap.
Yeah, we saw you throw 2 black shirts, and I was like, wait a second.
Black shirt's
That's
not a
the
white
shirt
shirt.
we want.
I realized that when I brought him up and I saw the 55 HP, I was like, well, may as well put out like 60 damage.
Yeah, might as well do something with him. Something is better than nothing, and obviously it paid off. You got the win. And
I was afraid I was going to get whittled down by Lit 2, Ice 3, Fire 3 very, very slowly because I could not hit through that absorb, and I was just like, ugh.
Yeah, if only you had a better sword than the Mazmoon, huh?
Yeah, like the Silver Dagger.
I would say Cat Claw.
I think the Cat Claw was for sale somewhere.
But then again, they don't call the Cat Claw the... for no good reason. So that Vorpal in Earth, you did skip it. Rightfully so, you were pretty much pedal to the metal at that point.
I mean, I guess.
All right, so you are our first finalist for the 2018 Spring Tournament. How does that feel?
Oh, a lot of stress off my back.
All right, next question. So Edgeworth, 1 game up on Salty Fry. Do you have, well, your stream's going off a little weirder. Do you have any kind of choice? If you had to pick who you had to play, who is it that you're looking to play?
Well, I've predicted Edge to win, and I voted for Edge to win, so I'm hoping it's Edge to win. Just because Edge and I have I guess you could call it a rivalry.
A bit of a rivalry. Who took the last match between you? Do you guys remember?
I beat him in the Swiss flags. And I think I was the one that knocked him out of the last tournament in the losers finals.
Ooh, I think he might be coming back with a vengeance this time, because last night, I don't know if you caught the end of his game since it was right after yours, and I'm sure you needed a much needed break. He beat Chaos by the very tips of his fighter's fingernails. Solo.
Oh god.
He had the solo from Carry 2 all the way to Chaos with a single knight, and he pulled it off.
Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't see all that, but I did that absorb on Cat. I almost kept the Excalibur on the knight, and I was just gonna saber up the Red Wizard, but I decided against it. I was like, no, let's give the, in case Chaos has nuke, I was like, let's give the best weapon in the game to the knight.
So let's play the what if game. What if you did find the Vorpal and you threw the Vorpal into the Red Wizard that had Saber? Do you think that Chaos fight would have been a little bit smoother?
Probably not, because I spent the entire time using the heal staff on him just to keep my HP up.
Heal staff was, for a little bit there, outpacing the damage of your Mazmoon.
Yeah, that absorb was not playing around.
ArsonHorse checking the validation chest, finds 635 and a silver dagger. He's already out.
Did he find Powerbonk?
He has not found it yet. He went to Marsh hoping to find it. I get the feeling we might see a Carry 2 floor dive.
That might be, it might be in Mazmoon chest.
I don't know where else he could check at this point. He's pretty much full cleared everything that's not over.
Yeah, he did Mermaids. He did all of Ice. He did all of Volcano.
All of Earth.
He did all of Earth. He did all of Sky.
He even went for that Marsh dive.
Yeah, he did the Marsh dive. It's gotta be. It has to be in Topher. Chat, correct us if we're wrong. Is there anywhere that these two guys did not check?
We are about to find out if it's in Topher.
We are indeed, but I do have to commend Arson for going ahead and finishing this seed out. I think he knew he kind of put himself behind there, but he's going to give everybody a show and just keep going.
Yeah. What put him behind?
The Warmech. He was ahead of you with Orbleed. He did Ordeals before you did. For a little while, you guys were kind of trading off. You did one thing, he did another. So it was kind of neck and neck. He had the levels. He chose to go 2-man strats earlier than you did, and he survived it. So he had the levels above you. He had third Orblit before you did. Everything was looking pretty good. The only where it started to swing was that you had your cube when you dove Mirage, so you were able to knock it out in just one trip. He actually found the rod, then he had to leave. But really, I think, and Moise can correct me here, chat correct me, Warmech took his fast-paced run, and it slammed the brakes on him.
It definitely took the win so that his sailboat was barely chugging along. He
Yeah.
cleared ordeals. He did have both of Mirage floors down before you even touched them. He could have had the lead, and then Warmech absolutely stopped him in his tracks. Just gone searching for that power bonk. He might have thought the tail was going to be loose. We can definitely ask him when he gets in here, but he went digging.
Yeah, I think what favored you was that you chose to check the right quest chains in the right order. You got your tail, you got your class promotions. You didn't miss the vendor item. It took him a little while to find the Oasis. He did find it. You nailed that. You got your spells. I mean, you kind of played the more classic version of the game. You methodically just went place to place. You knocked it out. He made a few gambles that worked, and then he hit a wall. And we were saying, when you're playing somebody like a Tristal, like an Edgeworth or an xIceblue, you're not going to outmaneuver guys like you. You have to take risks. And he did, and for a while they paid off, until they didn't.
The back half of this encounter table was bad.
So here you guys see ArsonHorse on Carry 2's floor. xIceblue giving us a little bit of an information dive here. He's checking the Carry 2 floors here. We're going to find out. Well, not from ArsonHorse, because he moved right on to Kraken 2's floor. xIceblue giving us what we all hope to see. Where the heck is that power gauntlet? ArsonHorse making his way over to Kraken 2. xIceblue taking a victory lap against Agnes here. Let's shift our focus to Arson. He's got the seafood platter here.
Oof, definitely not what you want to see with two people. They have Blizzard.
They've got
They have
Blizzard
heat.
and heat.
You don't know what temperature your body wants to be, and they're unrunnable.
Sforzando in chat asks specifically, Moist Mogwai, where is Luigi's Mansion?
I hope it's next. But I do believe it's over on Randomania 3 through 5. I think we might see Bubble Bobble later as well.
Alright, so Fade going off. xIceblue in chat here with us, giving us a little bit of a preview. Did we find what we were looking for?
It's in a vanilla katana chest.
So definitely wouldn't have been found by Arson. I
So
don't like
there
that at
is
all.
your power bonk on Carry 2's floor. Had ArsonHorse decided to check Topher versus Marsh Cave, maybe he stood a chance.
Maybe, but as a new player, Falconic, I didn't even know that chest
No,
existed.
For you, I don't consider ArsonHorse a new player. He may have just joined, but if anyone calls him new, they need to just go ahead and kick rock. This guy belongs with the best of the best. He's in the Final Four. He did just get booted, but he got booted by one of the better players in the community.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't call him new like I'm new, but Falconic, I didn't know that chest existed. Much like when I took that victory lap around Kraken's floor in Meridian, Marriott Hotel, said, I've never seen this part of the floor before. Falconic, I've never seen that part of the floor before.
Well, what are you going to do? So in TOFR, 2,000 years in the past, you've got the validation chest to the left and to the right of the loot block, right? And then you've got 4 chests on Carry's floor that xIceblue just showed you guys. After you kill Kraken 2, like ArsonHorse is doing here, and he just did, and you move on to Tiamat 2's floor, if you go south and keep making your way southeast, you'll eventually make your way to a corridor with one single chest, and we call that the Vanilla Mazmoon chest. That's where the Vanilla Mazmoon's found, really late in the game, kind of worthless at that point, unless you just haven't found anything else. I don't get the feeling you can check it.
It's actually a key item for doing any percent.
Well, so I'll never do 80%.
Because you will 100% see Cure 4 and the nuke off of Chaos if you don't have it, especially at the levels that you are.
So shift your focus. ArsonHorse past Kraken 2. He's making his way over to Tiamat 2. And again, ArsonHorse, one of the newer members, he knows he's already beaten. The class that he's showing right now to finish this run, this is his bon voyage to the 2018 Final Fantasy Spring Tournament. Says, you know what, I've lost, but I'm not gonna bow out. I'm gonna take out Chaos. We're gonna see what goes on here. He does have what we consider the Reese's peanut butter cup combination here of the Mazmoon and the Vorpal. Best of both worlds. I think Chaos might go a little bit smoother for him.
I hope so. We do still have to get through Tiamat here, which was not an easy gatekeeper, but I have faith in him. And I really do like the play of, even if your opponent has finished, finish out your run. Maybe if it's close enough, you take a second dive, play a little bit smarter, but I love when people give all of our people a show. Speed Gaming 2 here, hosting us so graciously. We want to see both players finish.
I want to thank you guys again while ArsonHorse takes on the Tiamat 2 for letting us into your homes here tonight on Speed Gaming 2. We had No Name 4444 as our restreamer. We had Tyrannex Don't Call Me Ty in the Corner as our tracker. ArsonHorse taking on Blizzard. My name's Falconic, joined in the commentary booth by my wife, the newly anointed SRL racer, Moist Mogwai _FF. Tiamat showing that same nuclear that xIceblue saw. Not having any of it, though, with that Mazmoon Willing Knight. Mazmoon Willing Knight, 5 hits, 306. Tiamat missing. It's a slugfest on one side. It's a wet noodle on the other. 5 hits, 128 from the weak Mazmoon. 5 hits, 193 going out. Missed from Tiamat. If only the Vorpal Wilder were still alive. 4 hits, 185. Ink from Tiamat. Tiamat just can't do anything here. Mazmoon, 5 hits, 614. Finally gets a lucky strike. Tiamat 2 is down. ArsonHorse steps away from Chaos. Does he have life 2? Ice was able to pick up the red wizard when he went down. She. However you classify it. Does he? No. He puts the Vorpal on the Knight. What a veteran move from ArsonHorse.
He's going to throw those defenses out first.
Defense up 2 or 3 times. It's like knew it was a high absorb chaos. And we're going to get to see video evidence side by side of what's going to happen here. 4 hits, 4 damage. You got to give credit where credit's due. The Vorpal did not crit. There's a crit. Giant Sword pickup in Vanilla Mazin. That's not what you're looking for. Another crit from the Vorpal. Fire 3 comes out from Chaos. 4 hits, 139. Another crit from the Vorpal. 3 crits in a row. 4 crits in a row. Chaos misses. Chaos misses again. The Knight attacks. 4 hits, 4 damage. That's not a crit. Chaos misses again. Chaos can't hit anything. 4 hits. Crit again from the Knight. Another crit. 4 hits, 4 damage. Light 2. Chaos did not have much in the way of spells. Just a couple light 2s, light 3s, ice 2s. I think we saw a fire 3 zap going out.
Zap come
Doesn't
out.
land. Chaos, what's he going to do? He's going to miss again on the Knight. 4 hits. Crit again. Another crit. 4 hits, 229. Rub doesn't land. Chaos missing. Knowing the Knight. Another crit from the Vorpal. Look at it do its work. Mowing down Chaos here. Going down again. 4 hits, 4 damage. There's a missed crit. Stop. Ineffective from Chaos. 4 hits, 4 damage. 2 back-to-back. No crits. Knowing not getting the crits he's looking for. There's a crit. Finally. Vorpal going out again. Another crit. 230. Fire 3 is not enough to get that Knight down. He's standing pretty tall. 343 health. Another crit from the Knight with the Vorpal. Swinging again. 4 hits, 4 damage. No crit. Light 2 from Chaos. Barely tickles. Ice 3. Not going to get the job done, buddy. 4 hits, 4 damage. No crit. Zap going off. That misses. What do you do here? Do you just keep swinging? Do you hold A? You're trying to get yourself into an RG loop.
Yeah, I think you get yourself in a loop. You hold the A and you win.
229. Rub ineffective from Chaos. Chaos has no answer for ArsonHorse's onslaught with the Vorpal. The Vorpal swings again. 4 hits, 4 damage. That's pretty weak. Ice 2 going out from Chaos. Light 2 from Chaos. Sorry, buddy. You just don't have what it takes to take out this Knight. This Knight standing tall with 216 damage. 4 hits, 4 damage from the Vorpal. That's not going to get it done. But a miss is even more ineffective. 4 hits, 89 damage. There's a weak crit from the Vorpal. And another crit, 229. Whole day to win. Do we have another? Do we have it? Do we have it? 4 hits, 106. Down goes Chaos to the mighty crits of the Vorpal.
G.
ArsonHorse. ArsonHorse. You stuck it out. You're down. You're out. But you didn't give up. You gave it everything you had. You put up a strong showing here. You joined the community about 2 months ago. And here you are in the Final Four. You put xIceblue on the ropes yesterday. You were just nipping on his heels. Today didn't quite go your way. But then again, you're playing one of the better guys we have in the community here. xIceblue, again, congratulations, making it to finals. You really, you showed your worth. And, I picked you. I picked you as my fantasy runner.
I appreciate it.
Well, don't let me down. We'll see if we can get ArsonHorse in here to talk with us here. We'll see.
Refer to ArsonHorse's comment in SRL.
ArsonHorse puts in SRL, says Warmech scarred me for life. Yeah, it's that one was unfortunate. ArsonHorse, we'll see if we can get him in here. It looks like we are joined by ArsonHorse here in Discord. GG ArsonHorse. Maybe we got him. There he is.
I accidentally muted my volume instead of just Nestopia, so that was fun.
GG, sir.
Yeah, it was a good one. So 3 big things for me is when I realized I had TNT and it turned out to be Cube, I thought I'm losing. Then I ran into Warmech and I thought TOFR is going to be a gross thing because he didn't bust out a spell at all against me. So I'm like, someone's going to be really nasty. And then I'm thinking, well, this is going to be tough without either power or class change, which class change came too late anyway. So, which is the third thing. If I remembered bottle existed, I might have been able to get it by the time it mattered.
That bottle turned in a little bit late for you, though. Like you said, you did run into Warmech. Ice did not see Warmech on his run, and unfortunately for you, was unrunnable. And on top of that, not only was it unrunnable, you didn't get to get any kind of information from him at all. He did no spells. He just kind of punched you in the face.
Yeah, the information was scaring me against what TOFR could have been. And it turns out it was not too bad. Not too bad at all.
Wasn't too bad, but...
Would you like to know where the power bunk was?
I bet it was an Earth, right?
It was not. It was in a vanilla katana chest in Carry Topher.
Carry chest, yeah. Should check that.
I ran back just now to check it while you were finishing up, and yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, I was thinking you're going to run into a lawnmower of nukes and nuclears somewhere, and Kraken had one, but he's scarier anyway.
Kraken, I think, had nuke, and Tiamat 2 had nuclear. We were... Once you hit that Warmech and you wipe, we knew you were kind of on your heels. We saw a little bit of an adjustment for you. I think you were looking for the power bunk. Was that the Marsh dive? Was that
that was the big thing, and I kind of forgot I had bottle. If I remembered I had bottle, I would have just turned it in at the point it would have made sense and finished that chain and gotten tail and been fine, at least from that perspective, and I probably would have just given it a shot. But yeah, the Warmech wipe really is what put me in full I'm scared mode, and which allowed me to loot Sky 2, which was fruitless anyway, because I was just thinking Power Glove is my only hope in a big way. But you know, didn't matter anyway. I like to think I got something for everybody, you know. Marsh for the people who like Marsh, and using terrible Vorpal against Chaos for people who like that. So that was definitely for the fans.
You say that, ArsonHorse, but I need to point out to you, xIceblue found out the hard way. Chaos had almost max absorb and had multiple, and I do mean multiple, over 10 rounds of 5 hits, 9 damage.
Well, it sounds better than 4 hits, 4 damage, to be honest.
Yeah. Go back and watch the VOD. You made quicker work of Chaos than he did.
It turned into a hold A and pray that I get a crit, because I was gonna get whittled down by Lit 2s and Ice 3s.
I think it was about 150 by the time I got him with Vorpal. So
I had a massive crit at the end that killed him. It was like a 406 crit.
That's pretty good. You must have had like 3 in there. Yeah, I was hoping for something a little nastier on the Topher front. Unfortunately, it did not work for me.
The only thing that was really gross was the unrunnable seafood mix, and then the nuke on Kraken. Carry had like 300. Yeah. Carry had like 300 HP, and Lich died in 1 hit as well.
Yeah. Lich and Carrier are usually pushovers. Sorry, Falconic, what was up?
No, you're fine. So, ArsonHorse, you joined the community about the same time I did. I think we're both about 2 months in here. You made a far better showing in the tournament than I did. You made it all the way to the Final Four. How do you feel going forward? Is this a community you're going to stick with? Do you like your chances? Obviously, you've shown your skill. What do you think so far about the community, what you've seen, the competitors?
Yeah, and everyone I've played has been super gracious. So I have absolutely no complaints about anyone I've played against, and everyone is like the competition's been good at every single level of the tournament. I feel it's been real fun. A little different every round too, I think, in a good way. And two things I'm glad for this loss is I don't have to stay up until probably midnight. And the second is I don't have to deal with fourth floor teleporter shuffle.
No, you don't.
Those are two things I'm thankful for.
Don't remind me.
The community is awesome. I mean, you don't even have to participate in the community to get good. Just lurk in the Discord, ask a few questions, just read. Everyone's always having really good conversations. Just kind of pick things up and just read and you'll get good. And learning the game, obviously, is important, but you can learn a lot of really great stuff by reading the Discord. And yeah, it's been a fun tournament. I can't say how happy I am with how I did in the end. Kind of went out on a dud, in my opinion. I think I could have played a little better, but I'll admit floater canoe seeds are not something I have a whole lot of experience with.
A little bit weird to see the brackets here. I think obviously you got to be a little happy when in your first tournament to make Final Four. Pretty impressive. I think, Ice, what do you think about the new guard here? Is Arson one of the guys that in the next league or tournament that maybe you shift your focus to? Is this a guy to look out for?
I mean, Arson rhymes with dark, so I mean you got a dark horse in this tournament. So yeah. If he wasn't in my side of the bracket, I would have voted for him just from seeing how well he did in the Swiss.
Not many people voted for me to get this far. I think Tristal was the only one. If I had to pat myself on the back. No, I understand. No, you gotta do both your brackets, right? You gotta do your U bracket and the real one. So I understand. I won in both of mine. I didn't even do a bracket, full disclosure. Yeah, no, everyone's like, obviously, like when you get to the turn, like the bracket, in my mind, the slate was wiped clean. Everyone's good, obviously, at that point. And, you know, anyone can lose, in my opinion. So,
well, ArsonHorse, you showed a fantastic showing in the 2018 spring tournament. Really put yourself on a lot of people's boards as somebody to look out for. xIceblue does move on to the finals tournament here. I don't know that there's too many people surprised about that. You've kind of been a perennial all-star as far as FFR goes. Moist, any last words that you have to say to any of the competitors? Anything you want to say to Arson on his maiden voyage through a tournament?
Absolutely. Arson, I want to thank you for joining for this tournament. You've been an absolute joy to watch work your way through the brackets for a name we didn't know beforehand. I hope you join us for our next tournament, and who knows, we might see you be in that extra exhibition race from the fantasy point. So, you know, I'd love to see your face around here some more. Thank you for joining us for this tournament. Thank you for playing out your here with us tonight. And xIceblue, GG, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, runners, anything you want to say to wrap up here? Anything about the seed, the tournament, anything you want to say at all?
Shout out to all the commentary and Randomizer and Speed Gaming for dealing with it. I know it's been pretty hectic, so great job, everyone. Trackers, hosts, admins, everyone. Just really great job.
Keep a lookout on the Discord. We're going to be adding a new emote to celebrate the, coming of the end of the second tournament. So keep a lookout on the Discord. You'll see a new emote popping up that you guys can use.
All right. Well, for Moist Mogwai, my name is Falconic. Thank you so much for joining us here on your Tuesday night in Speed Gaming 2. We had a restreamer, no name 4444, helping us out. We had Tyrannex, don't call me Ty in the corner, as our tracker. Moist Mogwai, beautiful, wonderful Moist Mogwai, my wife, joining me in the commentator's booth. And yeah, we're going to call it here. If you guys have some time left in your night, head on over to Randomania, check out the other match we have going on. Check out other streams going on here on Speed Gaming. They're always welcoming here. Thanks for joining. Get ready for the finals. Good night.